Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest edition of Stoop Talk Podcast, man. I am your host, Lance BCE, and to my left, we got the one and only DJ Active. What's going on?
What's going on?
How you feeling?
Great.
Everything good?
Yeah, I had the white hot chocolate. I feel good.
In the nighttime?
What's wrong with that?
What's up? I don't know.
I don't understand.
Chase, what's going on?
What up, man?
You don't see nothing wrong with drinking white chocolate?
Hot chocolate?
Night?
No.
Did he say white hot chocolate? Or
yes.
White hot chocolate. It's just white hot chocolate.
Is that a Panamanian thing or?
It's a Starbucks thing.
What?
It's a Starbucks thing.
Well, I don't drink Starbucks, so maybe that's why I'm out.
Because they don't serve oxtail?
Anyways, Keds, what's up? How are you feeling?
Man. Another day in paradise, man.
Nice jeans jacket you got on.
I appreciate you.
Nice hat too.
You're ready.
Dope.
Go get that.
Dope.
Looking fly, you know.
The jeans jacket is
merch. What's up?
That's y'all?
That wasn't for sale though. That was like
That's a one.
Nah, this costs like $1,000 if you want it though.
Y'all heard that?
It is. It says it on the tag, 1 of 1.
Phresh, what's going on, my guy?
everything cool, man. You know,
Out of my tax bracket.
Dibbling, dabbling.
Yeah,
you haven't used that word in a long time.
Man, I gotta mix it up.
True.
Can't be predictable, man.
That's true.
You hear that, Lance?
There's value in being mischievous, right?
What?
All right, listen up, man. We got a very special guest in the building.
Nigga's dictionary is fucked up.
Listen, that was intentional, all right? Just if you know, you know.
We don't know.
That's fine. That's okay. But anyways,
don't make it seem like it's some insider.
Yeah,
that's exactly what he making it seem like.
Don't seem like it's.
Bro, that was intentional, son. Clearly, I know. That,
no, you don't.
Whatever. I'm not gonna indulge in this. Anyways,
at least you used that one right.
Yeah.
Continue.
Right.
I digress.
Yeah, I did. Shout out to my boyfriend. I digressed. Yeah, y'all trying to make me digress. But anyways, back to the special guest, please. So we got a very special guest here in the building today. This young lady we have known and we've pretty much grown with her for many years. Wow. Damn, Simone. We've known y'all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first let me introduce you to the world. Chef Simi, a.k.a. Simi, a.k.a. Simone, a.k.a. the sis is in the building.
Yeah.
Simi, welcome.
Thank you. I'm finally here after how long?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Finally
You
invited
busy.
me up.
You
This
know what I'm
is
saying? You
crazy.
like,
Yeah.
Please.
I feel
Ask Catch
You know
1,000
what?
times.
I feel
I'm
away.
glad you said that because we got a lot of curse outs.
A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of
But
people.
that's good. Y'all deserve to get cursed out because I should have been here a long time ago. And the original plan was for me to come up here and bring y'all some food. But y'all caught me on the day I'm coming from work. So, oh well.
Wow.
That's fine.
You very busy, you know, cooking for all these, you know, big names and stuff like that. You know,
Stop it.
Yeah, you know,
what I'm saying more power.
For those that don't know, you know, Simone is a class leading chef. You know what I'm saying? So
I saw you post that today. That was funny.
You know, I got that from your boy, Keds.
You're ready, man. Finesse with the words, you know?
But
You been on one of those shows, like the chef shows?
Nah, we gonna make our own though.
You
Facts.
should though.
Don't worry about it. We gonna make our
Win
own.
some money.
That's a fact. But yeah. So back to you, Simone. Thank you for coming. You know, better late than never, but you are here. You know what I'm saying? Even though this was supposed to happen this is actually supposed to happen the first season, but you know, things happened, shit happened, and that didn't get a chance.
Blame
to happen.
Lance.
But,
That should be a
I do.
hashtag.
I do.
Hashtag blame Lance.
I would blame you, Lance.
whatever. Anyway, so Simone, so we all know you're a chef. You've been cooking for literally, I think, as long as I've known you, and I've known you for quite some time.
Yeah.
So you could just get into you know, how you became a chef. What, you know, led you to go down that path of well, I know what kind of led you to go down that path because I love food. So,
Bruh.
but yeah, go ahead. I was about to really get into it, but go ahead.
You said you wasn't gonna make it long.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it long. Go ahead, Simi.
So I've been cooking for a while, primarily for my family and friends. My mom decided to stop cooking, so I had to start, or else I would have starved. And then there was a day I was having a conversation with Keds, actually. And we were sitting down, and I really was trying to figure out what did I want to go back to school for. And I'm like, I felt like everyone had a talent. And I felt like I didn't have a talent. He's like, what about cooking? And I'm like, yeah. They literally used to have me 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, be at my house, everybody's drinking. Oh, we hungry. send me in the kitchen, and I used to just have to just cook.
Bro.
Malik always wanted
shrimp wontons
wontons.
was
This
hitting.
one always wanted wings. Everybody always wanted something different. So it was literally a full course meal. 2:00 in the morning, I'm in the kitchen cooking,
How about
and I
get
just
the
took
fuck
it
out
and
my
ran with
house?
it.
Yo,
It was a vibe.
you haven't
It was always
experienced
a
those
vibe,
shrimp wontons
man.
before,
We
bro.
had a good time. And
It was a vibe.
It went from there, and I
Ray and
went to school,
nephews always.
graduated.
Look at cats talking about freaking alcohol.
Nah, 'cause that's what he
That's what it was,
He used
bro.
to be drinking that and
Son.
eating that Simone crib.
Yeah, but he had to bring up alcohol.
That's what it was.
Because that's what he was doing.
Mm.
Eating and drinking that Simone crib.
This nigga want shrimp
Literally.
wontons.
And rapping, we
This
had
nigga want
ciphers.
wings. Next one want
Craig
loaded
always wanted
nachos.
pasta.
What Lance wanted?
What?
Lance wasn't really
Oxtail.
around that much,
Lance
and then
ain't
he
coming
came
around.
around. He got what he got.
Well, Simone makes a lot of exotic meals, different types of entrees and meals.
Like when you
So,
tried the curry
Where,
oxtail.
yeah, I did. I remember when I tried the curry oxtail. That was the first time I did
The
that.
curry oxtail?
Yeah.
Another one of my favorites that she made was the
Oxtail, you
He
tried
would eat
that.
any kind of oxtail.
You know he had to eat that oxtail.
This nigga would put syrup
Nigga
on
said, yo.
oxtail, everything.
I wouldn't do
Oxtail
that.
and waffles.
That would have been a nice
That'd be
brunch
dope.
menu.
A dope brunch.
That might be lit.
Yo, I'm trademarking that.
we
Do
gonna
not
do
steal
that.
my idea.
I might have to steal that, Malik.
Nah, you could get it. I'm talking for the people that's out there.
All right.
We could put that on a cooking
So
show.
what's your nationality?
I'm Grenadian.
Island of
Grenadian.
Spice.
Shout out to all my Canadians. That was it. You looking at me for?
I was waiting for you to say something. Like, I was waiting for you to say something extra. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime
I said Grenadian. I dropped a bomb. Now keep on going.
Remember I told you about this man from before the show started that he's a dangerous man.
You didn't tell me that. You just told.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, he's a dangerous
Okay.
man. So you what? I'll protect you from him though. Keds will protect you too. You feel me? So,
First of all, why she need protection?
because you're a dangerous man.
Stop gazing at each other like
Yeah.
that.
That was a long game.
I don't really like what's happening over here right now, right?
Yo, listen, we gotta move on.
This guy's unruly, son.
I don't know where y'all trying to go.
Y'all can't
what
go
y'all
back
got
to
going
Miami
on.
together.
Whoa! First of all, I went by myself, so let's just make that clear.
Yeah.
I had to. You see, I was laying back, right? That together stuff. I went.
What? Hold on, you was laying back
Yeah,
together.
for the record, I have
No,
I had
he's
my own
saying
room,
we
so-
went to Miami together. I went on a plane by
I was
myself.
laying
I
back
saw Lance
together.
in
See,
Miami.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Good thing
I don't
he
know what
wasn't on
y'all-
the plane with Lance. Because if you ever been on a plane with Lance, bro, he panics during takeoff and landing.
Listen,
and
this is about Chef Simi right now. All right, this ain't about my.
you're right.
Yeah.
It's back to the
Yeah.
sis.
So before we move on, Chef Simi, please let us know you know what you got going on, because I know you have like you selling your entrees, your meals. You do that on the weekend. I know you do
No
meal
prep.
prep too.
meal prep. You do a whole So let us know what's your whole portfolio, what you got going on.
So I used to sell meals weekly, but the sales are so up and down, and you got people want to support you this week, then they don't want to support you. Then you have those people that only want to order one thing. So like you'll only order
Yeah.
oxtail.
Yeah.
I have some people that will only order fried chicken.
Nah, the jerk
it
chicken
kinda gets
tacos you had
annoying,
was
so
really
it's
good
like-
too.
Slapping.
Oh
Jerk
yeah, I used to
chicken
do Taco
tacos?
Tuesdays.
Slapping.
That was lit.
Taco Tuesdays.
But then I started working, so that kind of shut
That
down all
sounds
the
amazing.
weekly meals. I do mostly catering and private chefing, meal prepping now. I'm going to start back with the weekly meals, and I'm coming out with a seasoning line soon. And I
Dope.
want to start doing some kitchen apparel.
I think that's dope though, because I feel like in entrepreneurship you got to find ways to adjust to your
And grow.
to your audience.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Send the
that's
soups.
definitely good that you found a lane that works for you.
So you gotta send them soups.
Oh,
You do some
and
stuff.
Naren loves soup. My seafood soup, he buys it all the time.
Facts.
Yeah.
What about the
And the coquitos? son.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coquito's
Any
on
Coquitos,
sale
yeah.
right now.
It's lit,
Pre-orders is open. So
How much you sell
get
it for?
that. Depends. Different.
You know he
lot of different-
Panamanian.
She got different flavors.
And
Different
that
She got the
flavors,
rum
different
raisin.
prices.
throughout
The rum raisin
Throughout the winter
coquito.
season.
Yeah,
Slap.
that rum
I
raisin.
rum
started
raisin
early
coquito.
this year, so
Yeah, you did, because I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Y'all been holding information from me because I
Nah,
don't
we
know.
always
dog.
post it.
Nah, you
We
ain't
be
watching.
posting that
active
all
don't
the
be
time.
paying attention. to
Actor
shit.
doesn't watch other people's Instagram.
He doesn't.
Yes,
He's
I
a
do.
celebrity,
Some
so
Hollywood shit.
he only posts. He does not scroll.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
busy
I watch all
posting,
y'all.
so
I
he
never see
can't
active
scroll.
name in my views.
That's a lie.
Never.
That's a lie.
I said what I said.
well, follow me.
You only post two
Follow
things
me
today.
and watch my story at
Right?
Chef Simi.
Wrong.
Well, they bunned you out, active.
Whoa.
What?
Oh,
They
Lord.
bugged you out.
I like it. I like that jacket too.
Yo, man.
I was gonna wear a Christoph Christian jacket,
Yeah,
but
crazy.
I was rushing out the house this morning. I'm
I
sorry,
don't even
guys.
got a crystal.
Yeah.
Like,
She
I'm
has-
Well, that
slacking.
means you
I
don't
think-
support.
I think.
Whoa, I do
Simone-
support.
I think Simone
Mm.
has literally
Yeah, she just tried to
everything
come for me.
we've ever put out.
Yeah, primarily.
Is she the only one?
Everything.
Nah,
Besides-
I think
Nah,
there's a very
it's
select,
it's a select
few
few
that
people
has
that have like a
everything.
high majority of everything.
Yeah.
But I would bet that she has at least one of everything.
Yeah, she's definitely up there, 100%.
Wow.
You got money. That's what that means.
I support my friends. Support who
No,
supports me.
don't stray away. You got money.
I got no
Don't-
money.
don't-
Nah, it's
don't-
not. It's
I'm
not about
struggling
money.
to
She
get up
supports.
there.
She
Trying to
supports
be
my
like
dream.
you.
You know,
That's
you
fucked
remind
up,
me
bro,
of
because y'all don't make
you
my
remind me of
size.
somebody in the
Buy it.
room, but I ain't gonna say
What?
who.
Y'all
You know what I'm
sizes
saying?
be slacking sometimes. I can't buy everything.
When people
I
got
mean,
money,
there's
you
certain
know?
things I couldn't fit, like that suit that I wanted. What was it?
No, the black one with
The
the
black
reflective.
one with the reflective. I wanted that so bad.
No, the swimsuit?
There's
Rich
no
and
stretch
nameless
to it. The swimsuit too. They disrespectful.
Well, listen, this cool. This cool. Yeah,
but
I'm sure
before
y'all
we
gonna.
continue, I got a question.
Okay.
So, for the people out there that don't know you personally, what are 3 words that you would say describe your cooking style?
That's nice.
Diverse. Like I try not to do what everyone else is doing.
Mm.
So a little different.
From what I heard, I could agree with that. Is that your brush?
Yo, son, wait. So you really just trying? Wow.
I don't know. How would you describe it? I don't even know.
You got 2 more words. You better come up with it.
Kevin,
said
you're the
diverse.
dictionary.
Nah.
You gotta give me 2 words, bro.
I'm
Nah,
sure Lance
that's-
could pull out a
I
couple
got it.
words.
I got it. It's
Come help me
fucking
out,
lit.
Naren.
I like diverse. What about
Flavorful. And I don't know.
What about exquisite?
Exquisite. Do you know what? One of the first names that I came up with for my business was Exquisite Cuisine. Remember that?
How long ago was that?
And
I don't
Divine.
remember. Oh,
Simi's
Divine.
Divine
Yeah,
cooking.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
You
Simone
should have said
That
Divine.
too. Divine.
Actually, you want those crazy?
Divine is number 1 up there.
You want those crazy? I still have your contact as Divine. Look, I'll show you.
That's just the
Oh,
only
he
word
right.
that.
All
So
right.
if she
That's
calls
what's
you,
up.
that's what
You
pops
see?
up.
Look, you see?
Simi's Divine. Simone Divine. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he never gets names right. But
I mean, I don't alter names. Like, if somebody do a name change, I'm not gonna go on my phone. Oh, you know, this person, they don't call themselves.
You
No,
wanna know-
okay, but-
you want to know what your name in my phone is?
Nah, I don't. I don't want to know.
Joe.
But anyways, thank you for that, Simone.
You're welcome.
Like I said, I'm very proud of you. I'm sure all of us are very
Thank
proud
you
of you.
guys.
Facts,
Yeah,
facts.
you are definitely, striving in the right direction. Your food is great. For those that don't know, for those that are watching and listening, please hit her up, Chef Simi. Go to her website, chefsimi.com. Her food is thebomb.com. It's really good.
He only had one.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
he had the tacos.
No, he's
Nah,
ordered
man.
more things.
Yo,
but
Listen,
How
I'm
you trying to blast him? You only had one though. How you know?
a picky eater, but like I eat a
You're
lot,
a
but I'm a
picky
picky
eater.
eater though. That's true.
So
if
what
I,
you don't eat, Lance?
I don't like seafood besides shrimp. I mean, I eat shrimp, but that's it. I don't like lasagna. I don't like ziti. I don't like marinara sauce.
So you don't like Italian?
He don't like Italian food.
Well, that's not true too because I like.
I don't
Alfredo
think Jamaica's
sauce.
like
I
Italian
Alfredo
food, though.
sauce. And that's Italian.
so you don't
So-
like tomato sauce.
It's
You eat
marinara
pizza, though.
sauce. It's like the specific type of sauce.
But you
that I
eat
don't-
pizza.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said marinara sauce.
There's
But
pizza with
that's
marinara sauce.
I don't eat it.
How you know that?
You just ate
pizza
that.
With,
You
yeah,
just
pizza
ate
has
pizza
marinara
with
You
sauce.
just
marinara
ate pizza
sauce.
though.
You probably been
So you're
devouring
contradicting
marinara
yourself.
sauce
Yeah.
But you know what it
Pizza
is?
You eat
has
pizza every time we
marinara
come
sauce.
here.
every single time.
That's not.
And then
every
you
time.
ask me for the
That's
for the
not every-
slice that I
listen,
didn't
you're not
even
gonna
eat.
do
Yeah,
it.
but don't fresh like he don't like.
Yo, but that's what I was
cheese or
gonna
some
say.
shit like
There's a
that.
difference.
Yeah.
Him?
Yeah,
Nah, he don't like white sauce.
It's a
He-
weird,
yeah,
but not even that. It's a weird thing to explain. So I get what you're saying because
It makes me nauseous.
I don't
literally.
like pineapple juice. Like I will not drink a cup of pineapple juice, but I love to eat pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to drink Coco Loso all the time.
Right.
But I only used to drink it.
I mean, I won't drink
though.
a glass of milk, but I
So,
have a milkshake or some ice cream.
That's a fact.
Or I'll eat it with cereal, but I can't drink a
Exactly.
glass
Milk
of
by
milk.
itself,
No
exactly.
way.
So it's
Not
weird. I
happening.
understand what you're saying, but it sounds weird to somebody who
I don't know.
is
I
not
can't
like
really
that.
understand somebody not liking tomato-based
Nah,
stuff.
It makes me nauseous.
For how much pizza
like
you eat,
ketchup,
I
too.
can't get it.
I don't like
Sure.
meatballs, none of
But
that.
you eat ketchup.
I do, but I'm very funny with ketchup. I literally only like ketchup on fries, and like I like a little bit of ketchup on burgers. That's it. Literally, I don't eat ketchup on hot dogs. I don't eat
The
ketchup
way
on
he
nothing
said
else.
it, you think he did like
Nah, literally, I'm talking about like it's like a. That's it.
It's
You
like
feel
one
me?
of
like a
these,
dime
Yeah,
size.
literally, that's it.
like a splash.
Yeah, just
Like so.
yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna move on, right? Before we move on to the first topic, I just want to stress that Stoop Talk Podcast, we are on all social media platforms. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. The social media handle is called Stoop Talk Podcast. We're also on Twitter, so follow us on that. And the Twitter handle is called Stoop Talk Pod. All right, so follow us on Instagram, Facebook for your latest updates about Stoop Talk Podcast. Catch the short clips, and also definitely retweet it or share it, like it, post it, do it all. That's all that's gonna help in the long run. Like, you want to say something?
I'm just saying, don't be tweeting no stupid shit, my nigga. Like Oxtail Day or nothing like that. Keep it professional.
What day would Oxtail Day be, Actors?
Probably
every
really
day
a
for
day.
you.
Every day.
It's Oxtail Wednesdays. Oxtail, I'm just saying, keep it professional.
Noted. Thank
All
you. I will. All right. So this next topic we're gonna get into, well, the first topic I should say, is actually inspired by you, sis. I don't know if you realized when I sent you the.
Oh boy.
Did you actually look at the?
I did.
Yeah. The,
Wait, you shared the notes?
No, I sent it to her directly.
Yeah.
I shared the notes with y'all though.
No,
But you sent
he
her the
didn't-
notes,
no,
right?
No notes. He just sent me the topics.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Three topics.
What are you doing, bro? No disrespect.
But he's supposed to catch me off guard.
Yes,
Oh,
that's the whole
boy.
point.
This is crazy.
We gotta prepare the guests, bro.
He sends it to everybody.
Yes.
this is
Go
halfway.
ahead.
With
This is
certain
halfway
things,
through season 2. Yeah.
You're the only person that don't look at the notes,
he's
bro.
right. And we said this last week.
And some topics you literally have to do your
Active looks
research.
so
Some shit
confused.
you have to research.
you
it
gotta
might be
research. Absolutely.
based on current
Just like
events.
today.
You gotta watch
This is
the
gonna be-
news.
yeah,
Read the
facts.
newspaper, bro.
I didn't even
Put
read
down
the
the
notes.
2K.
I just
Actors don't
felt
ever read
left
the
out
notes.
that he sent it to me. I didn't even read it. Nah, but go ahead.
Continue, bro.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, this topic is actually inspired by you,
Oh,
right?
boy.
So it's funny because I told Keds literally as soon as he posted it, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna use that because that's a great question, right?" So I put a post up earlier this year, about
For me.
this is what the post said, right?
Mm-hmm.
A boyfriend / girlfriend does not get husband or wife privileges. You remember when you put that up?
I don't.
Yeah, but you
I be
did.
posting stuff I see. And
So you put that up, and then you literally asked the question, "What privileges would you give your spouse
Why
that
you
your
didn't tell me you was
boyfriend?"
gonna use this?
or
I could have
girlfriend-
saved the answers.
Oh, sorry. Well, you supposed to come up with your own.
Probably when you
so.
posted it, we didn't. Was
No,
the podcast
Lance
on
did.
at the
I think
time?
he wrote because he wrote me about a couple of my posts.
No, he knew exactly he was gonna use this.
Yeah. I was saving it just for you.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna get right into this. So what privileges would you give your spouse that your boyfriend or girlfriend won't get? And it's funny because we spoke about this slightly a few episodes. Well,
What,
not a
about
few
the
episodes ago,
commentary?
but the one. Yes.
But that wasn't the same thing because I was talking. That
I
was
know.
talking versus.
So you're
dating.
trying to separate something that when you upgrade somebody to your wife or your husband.
Like, what would you do differently?
In a sense. Like what because the thing is now that a lot of females they go around saying a boyfriend is not supposed to get husband or wife privileges like
Which
in
is
terms of
stupid.
certain things,
Which is dumb.
Which is dumb.
I
Well,
think
we're
it's
gonna
dumb
debate
because
that.
you're supposed to if you're dating somebody and y'all have conversations on being together for like forever, then you have to treat them like your husband or wife.
So you know what?
It's
Let
not
me.
even about that.
So-
I don't think.
No, but
No.
and this, all right. I won't say nothing.
No, I
you wanna
agree
go
with you.
finish
That's
your thought,
stupid, but
bro.
my thought
No, go-
process is different. But
Yeah, go ahead.
Finish your
Let
thought.
me hear what you think first. You go first. You never go first, so go ahead.
Nah, I don't want to go first.
Because he likes to interrupt. He don't want to go
Yeah, and I
so
don't
he can
understand
interrupt
that.
you in between your shit.
All right. So anyway, I just think that I think that
Hold on,
it's-
sorry to cut you. No, okay. I just want to get
He
you
wants to
take
do
me
that
on
for
with it.
so long.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I just think that it's dumb. I think when you invest time, money, and whatever into somebody, you're already, after a couple of years, you're already like, that's your wife and husband after a couple of years. I mean, in the beginning, it's like you just hold some stuff off. But if you have years with this person, then what are you really holding back? You know what I'm saying? So I think that after a couple of years being with somebody, is like you're already married. It's just that there's no ring. You know what I'm saying? So when you get married, what you supposed to do different other than what you was doing when you was with her or him for 4 or 5 years already? You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like it should be no holds bar. Like there should be no restrictions at all once you get into a certain, I guess time.
Yeah.
limit within
What
the
are you hiding at this point? You've been with a person for a couple of years. What is the restriction on what? Then y'all go to each other's families. Y'all know each other's families and friends. What is the restriction? What the only thing is that y'all don't probably share bank accounts. That's the only thing.
Yep, that'll be my.
I think that's the only thing that you would probably be restricted in a boyfriend and girlfriend.
That is one thing.
So I would, but that would be the only thing. Like when you get married, then y'all get a shared account,
Right, but you see
whatever.
what's different. Exactly what he's saying in the eyes of the law in that predicament, you're not gonna share things with your name if y'all are not sharing a name in the eyes
Nice.
of the law.
Yeah.
So typically, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I want to buy a house with a quote unquote girlfriend
obviously.
or whatever the case," because is that really a forever thing if y'all not married? It don't really matter when you really think about it because people get married and get divorced. So it really doesn't make a difference. But
Exactly.
I guess you at that
Hold
point,
on, but
at
I'm
that
sorry.
point you
Go
put
on,
a
go
time
on.
thing on it. It's like, yo, if I've been with you 2-3 years, I'd probably rent an apartment with you. I'm not buying a house.
But all right.
But
so
now
you see,
after 5-6 years, it's like, all right, yo, like we really been doing
So-
this.
Okay,
let's-
hold on,
let's
hold
make
on,
that
hold on.
But
investment.
you'll buy the
So-
house before we put the ring on.
no, he didn't say that.
Yeah,
You
because
would.
a house will get the ring.
What?
What?
that's
You
kind
can-
of backwards.
No, it's
I
not.
can't agree with
It's
that.
not because you can invest in property much more.
You
You'll
can
be
invest
worth
in property.
much
You don't need
more
to invest in it
turn
with that
around.
person.
It'll build your
Wait,
credit
so
quicker.
hold on. So you saying?
But
so
I
you
would do
saying,
that with somebody.
All right, let's
that
just say.
I'm
Let's
solid
just say.
with.
Let's.
Because now, put it this way. All right, but what you just said, you'll buy the house before you buy the ring, right? All right, so $20,000.
Oh, you say you'll buy the house before you buy the ring.
I'm
She was
asking.
asking
Oh.
him.
$20,000, right? We can either invest in this property. This property can help us build more, or I can get you this ring, and now we got to build back that $20,000 to go do this. What you want to do?
I get the logic, but
we're
that's
not no fucking millionaires. You know
I
what
get
I'm
the
saying?
logic, but I don't think we're talking about an ultimatum. Like, do you want the ring or you want the house?
Right.
Like, I don't think that's what we're talking about.
Well, if you have the option to do that, then cool, do that. But if you
So-
really building from the bottom, I'm just talking about.
I get
for
what
me.
I get what he's saying. All right, so let's just say you and your girlfriend live together. It's been like 4 years.
Mhm.
You have the money
Mhm.
to get a house.
Mhm.
You tell her about it,
Mhm.
right? And then you say what you just said about the ring and the house.
And she turned around and said she want the ring?
Well, would you, without even asking her to marry, would you get the house and tell her about it and not put her name on it?
it's a good question.
That is a good question. It probably
Because
it
you already
depends on-
live together.
Right.
It's been 4 years.
It would. That would go off the vibe, bro. Like you only know the answer to your question for that.
All right.
But so what
But look-
would you do?
I'm not in that
Because I
position, so
think
can't
that
really
would
say
really show
All
you
right.
a real answer.
So,
Yeah,
if you
so
put the
now I'm
name
gonna
on it.
answer my. Well,
If
anybody?
if I have the vibe that like, yo, this is we not going nowhere, then whatever. It is.
Then
what
why
it
y'all
is.
live together? Then,
Right.
Yeah.
Then you
That
wouldn't
don't
even
make
be
no
buying
sense,
a
bro.
house to be with that person.
Wait,
then why
what?
you live together then?
If y'all not going anywhere, then y'all shouldn't be living together. Like, period. Like, even before the house purchase.
If we're not going any, no, I'm saying meaning if we're not going anywhere in the sense of like we're staying together.
But what if y'all are? That's the question.
What
If
what
you
am I-
staying with
why,
this,
why was there a mental block right here? If
Nah,
I know,
I get what he just said. You didn't hear what he just said?
no.
Me, like, when you be like, you tell a girl, like, I ain't going nowhere. Like we're gonna stay together. That's what he
That's
means.
what you mean.
Not
Okay.
we're
Right,
not
if
going
I know
nowhere
we're not
in a
going anywhere
relationship.
and this
he means.
relationship is just building and
It's
building.
solid, right?
I'm buying that house.
But that's not the question. The
Well, are
question
you
is,
gonna
are
put
you
her
putting
name?
her name on that
Yeah,
deed
I will. Absolutely.
with no ring?
Whatever. Let's
Okay.
do it. Because that's what we building. We're doing something much
I
more.
mean,
You worried
I
about a
understand what you're saying.
ring?
No,
He's-
I'm just making sure that
No, I just
everybody
had to ask.
understands
Yeah.
what his answer is.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you do that?
No.
Oh, let her continue.
Good. All right. So to piggyback off of actually what you and Active said before I get to Simone, y'all even said even about moving in. I feel like there's a lot of
Stuff before that. I think when that post was put up, I think it wasn't going that deep because Instagram usually ain't that deep.
right.
I think more so what I was seeing in regards to posts like that when I see females posting that type of stupidness is, oh, you know, supposed to cook for your man. You supposed to.
Yeah, but we
only
can
if,
go that deep
only
on
if I
here
got
on
a
this
ring, you
podcast,
supposed to
though.
cook.
Right.
I'm not cooking for
Oh, you
boyfriend.
mean the shallow shit?
Yeah, that dumb shit.
Oh,
Or
I'd
not
really
wearing-
be interested to
I'm
see
not
what
wearing-
females think.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I'll
not wearing
post it.
lingerie if this nigga not my husband. Like stupid shit like that.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like-
I'm not even
But I
thinking
feel
about
like a
type
lot of that
shit.
is bluff. They put that up for social media
It
and
is
they're
bluff.
still in the background. Like,
The nigga probably laying right there.
Right next to her.
She done wilded out on him. And now he's like, yeah,
Seriously.
you know.
All right, go on, Simone. Let me hear what you think about this, because you are the one that put this up to begin with.
So for
you must
me,
have an opinion.
for my husband, we will have joint accounts, or we can get a house. I'll put things in my name if that's what needs be, or so forth. I'm not doing that for a boyfriend. I'm not doing that for a boyfriend at all.
So if boyfriend needs you to co-sign for him
then-
on a loan, you not gonna help him out?
Where's my ring? Because I don't know how serious you are. I could put this car or house or whatever in my name for you, and you gonna go check the next girl, and I'm gonna come and kill you. I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm not playing with you.
Oh,
So
well,
you wouldn't do that
because-
either,
That's
so
because
no
you're
co-signing.
in a situation that you're unsure of.
But
You would
this is
know.
from a female's
No, it's not.
perspective, though.
No,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think
because
it's got anything to do with
when
being unsure.
I just feel like here, so the whole marriage thing is just, I feel like when a guy is ready to be married and put a ring on your finger, he's ready. Like, no guy is just
not-
out here wanting to get married,
Oh,
tying
not true.
themselves to a
That's not
female.
true. You see,
either.
look at
What
these
is he looking
superstars.
for?
Look at these millionaires.
But these guys,
I
that's
could
the people
do the
in the
same
spotlight
shit
chasing
married
money.
as in a
Don't get me wrong, married guys ain't shit either.
I think they're the
So
worst.
what
So then
changes
what
your
changes
your
it?
sureness?
Cause I have more security.
Oh, you have
Security
a
in
financial
what?
backing.
I have
I
more
get
financial
half.
backing.
I think-
I'm not signing no prenup, so don't bring it
I
to
think,
me.
I think hood marriage is the best
There you
marriage.
go. That's when it makes sense.
I think hood marriage is the best marriage.
What's a hood marriage?
and the
What
plot
we basically
thickens.
talking about.
The hood knows me.
Oh.
That's
No,
hood marriage.
no.
Everybody
So a prenup-
knows
now,
about
hold
me
on.
and you.
A prenup
we
now
are
is
in a
whole nother
relate-
discussion.
Which we had a
Listen.
discussion about too.
So, boyfriend, girlfriend, there's relationships for 2-3 years. You still getting to know that person. You don't know a person after 2-3 years sometimes, because things change.
When do you
people
think
change.
you know a person?
Never.
I don't know. You never
You
really know a
always
person.
learn.
People
Always
change.
learning.
You're always learning.
No, you
You're
know
always
when
growing.
you know a person when shit gets real.
No,
That
you always
too.
Even that,
You
yes.
always
Real
learning.
situations
I mean,
expose
exactly.
people,
Wait,
but
hold
that
on,
doesn't
hold on.
mean
I
Hold
agree
on,
with
hold
that.
on,
you
hold on.
necessarily.
What was your longest relationship?
Yo, bro.
I just asked a question.
But
Yo.
you know what he says.
What's up with you,
every
son?
I said, what was
episode.
this?
You did that on purpose.
Wait,
What was your
hold on.
longest relationship?
So just because
3
my
years?
just
What was it?
so just because my
He not
relationship was wait, so just because my relationship didn't last long, I'm not qualified to
No,
make-
you're not.
Damn.
You're not qualified because you haven't experienced it.
Dr. Phil got
That's what I'm gonna
carpool.
say. How long you have been in a relationship?
I don't even know how to count this. I want to say 10 years, but it's like
It's
inconsistent.
off and on.
Yeah.
All right, but that's cool. He hasn't had off and on. It was just like 3 months and that's
And
it. You know what I'm saying? My bad, Lance. But you're not. You can't say when you know a person if you haven't experienced it. You know what I'm saying?
I
just my take
disagree.
on it.
There's no time frame on how well you.
Well, you know a person,
Always
that's-
Right.
learning
You're always
people.
learning
From-
people.
Always
That's
From
a
beginning
fact.
to end, no matter how long. You
100%.
could be married for 50 years
Yep.
and you learn something new about the person you with one day.
Yep.
Yeah.
You never really know them.
You cheat and then you know, you don't think she would blow up your car, and she'll blow up your car. You feel me? Like, she would never do that. And then you come home and you see your car's on fire. You feel me?
You get familiar with people, but
Sounds
you
personal.
can always learn new things.
I mean,
Definitely.
it didn't happen to me.
I mean,
I'm just saying, you know, shit
So-
happens. Even with niggas too. We know Lance. All right, let me not use Lance. we know Kets for years. We like, that Kets won't do nothing like that. Next thing you know, he's on UPN 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, for killing somebody, be like, nah, not Kets. Kets just like to laugh and drink. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
always got attached.
yeah, you never know. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the situation. So like y'all said, and it could be like 50 years. But it's not a time frame. You know what I'm saying? On it.
So Simone, you definitively said no to joint bank accounts.
Yeah.
So that's a privilege, right? In your eyes.
Yeah, because I feel like at that point we're like committed, we're serious, we're ready to go. Boyfriend,
That's
I just
something
feel
you
like
put in a
for
married
men,
box.
like
I
for
agree with
men,
you.
there's
Yeah,
certain things
absolutely.
that I feel there should be a difference between boyfriend and girlfriend and husband.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, as boyfriend, girlfriend, as the years go by, you're going to do a lot of things. A lot of people back in the days, it was like a sexual thing. Oh, I'm not giving head until I'm married, or I'm not doing.
So
Grow
yeah,
up.
that's
Like, get over it. Like, we're adults now, right? So all these things have to happen. Sometimes the moving in, you said you wouldn't live with someone prior.
No, I didn't say that. I just brought that up.
Would you?
would, Lance. Stop.
You would need
Nah.
you want to know what living with that person is like
Yeah.
before
You
you
ain't
even want to
give
marry them,
your
honestly.
kid and your
Because
ex-wife the house.
Nah.
Being
I would.
So y'all niggas, you basically buying a car without test driving it.
No, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do that.
Oh.
Like I would. I actually would.
you should want to live
You
with
would what?
someone
Yeah, I
before
think
you
that's
marry.
Wait.
them. I
Let me.
think
You would what?
All right, so
I
let's
would,
put it like-
if I am in a relationship, a serious relationship, and I'm thinking about putting a ring on a woman that I like,
you like,
I mean,
you love. At
I
that
love.
point, you need to love her.
at that point, yeah.
that's how you know he
This nigga's
unsure.
undecisive.
he's unsure before it even happened.
This nigga Chris Brown
Nigga foot
undecided.
never went to the door.
Never went to the
If I'm gonna put
Yeah, I
a ring
like
on
her.
somebody I like,
Still smelling
of
I
course.
mean, well, yeah. God forbid if I love her, then yeah.
God
God
forbid.
forbid.
Wow.
Wow.
Yo, your
Are
man
you
opened the door and just slipped into the oxtail. No foot, no nothing.
Listen, a
Yo,
woman
if
gotta
Shorty
prove she's
can't
special
cook
to me.
oxtail, it's a deal breaker for him.
Yeah,
Nah,
absolutely.
that's actually
Oxtail
not
and
a,
mac and cheese, he's
that's not a deal
not
breaker. That's
interested.
why I got Simone here. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
boy.
I can just get
You
oxtail.
think your woman is gonna be
Mike,
the
So
one?
how
slow
you
down
feel
on
your
that
if, how you think your woman would feel if you have Simone?
Yeah,
cooking
like,
for you all the
She
time?
could pay me, or you guys can hire me as a private chef, and that works.
Oh.
There's the sense.
Again, how is your woman gonna feel if you
Depends
gotta
on-
hire
If
a
she
private
can't cook,
chef?
If she can't
It
cook, she
depends.
gotta hire
If she
you.
can't cook,
That's
she
it.
can't be mad.
Right.
Right.
No,
Nobody.
but some girls are unruly.
If she
out
can't
here,
cook,
so
she can't be
have-
mad.
What you
Have
gonna
you
buy
met
your
this
man
generation?
McDonald's?
Have
Is that what
Let me
it is?
tell
Are
you,
you gonna
let me
buy
tell you.
Burger King every day? Like,
certain girls.
Have you met
and
this generation?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
sense of
And certain
entitlement
girls
that
would
exists.
say something like, "I don't give a fuck how good she could cook. We could go by your mama house or my mama house,
Nope.
or we could go get something to eat. I don't want that bitch cooking for me. No way." Some girls are like that.
Facts.
Yeah, but if you can't cook, you better come. Let me teach you how to cook then.
And
you
then
can
it's
go
gonna
home
be
and
about
cook
It
for
why-
your
depends
why
on
she
who
gotta
she is.
teach
It
me?
depends.
Why
It
she
depends
gotta
on her
She
teach
don't
side.
need to be in a relationship.
It depends
people
on her
like that
side.
out here,
It
though.
depends on where she come from. That all takes.
She don't
that
need to
all
be in a
takes shape.
relationship.
Here you go, ready to throw Trinity somewhere. I know what you about to say, son.
I didn't even say anything.
I
I just said it depends on where she come from and what's
I
her
know where that
side.
was
that
going.
can't cook.
But look, we getting off.
Hold on.
Sometimes the
I
men
can
can cook.
You can't cook, man.
Bro, you had my food before. We're not gonna go through
It was
this.
Son, you
chicken.
made
Okay,
chicken
so
one
what?
time
For him.
that was already
Pause.
No,
prepped
not
for
for
you,
him.
son.
Pause.
For
I said
him.
pause.
Not for
No,
me.
no,
He just
there's no
tasted
pause
some.
on
Oh,
that.
he just
bro.
tasted some.
Lance.
Whoa!
No.
Wow!
God damn.
Wow!
Okay.
Yo, didn't you say you enjoyed my chicken, bro?
Huh?
Did you?
I
not?
said you did a good job.
Stupid.
Bro.
You said no, you said you enjoyed.
The
You said
chicken
this shit is mad.
was
good.
It was.
Correct.
I said it was cool. It was good.
It
You
was
said it was good.
prepped.
prepped by who?
You-
By me.
You so
No, he
clean
did.
that
I
chicken.
Yeah,
did
he did.
everything.
Yeah.
bro.
Cleaned it?
Yeah.
I did
Who
everything.
guided you?
Crash.
What do you mean?
All
who
right,
gu-
there we
He
go.
was not there.
So Crash didn't guide you?
No, bro.
So you
no.
So how you
I
clean
did
chicken?
everything.
I gotta witness you clean,
I can-
season, and cook. the
Bro.
You
chicken.
did this in your oven, or you talking about the one you didn't crash oven?
Nah, this is when I did my crib. I did everything by myself.
So wait, your
he
mother let
did.
you in her
Yeah,
kitchen?
yeah. She was tight. Yeah, bro.
I know she. That's why I'm like,
She
your
was
mom
tight.
let you in
Cause
her
she was like this. You know how he was halfway in the door? That's how she felt.
Facts. I did
Like
that
this?
shit by myself. Listen, I'm like, you fuck around with someone. I'm like,
Alright,
man, you
so
might have
look.
some competition. Chef Lance.
We gotta
Oh
get
my
back- we gotta
God.
get
Oh
back
my
on-
God.
My chicken was
Oh my
God.
God.
Me dick.
So,
We gotta
stop
get back
it.
on topic.
Feel me?
Stop it.
I think-
Ladies, if y'all want to try my chicken, let me know.
This is how Lance gonna sound when he cooks.
Greetings, massive.
But anyways,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get back on topic. I think.
yeah, Fresh. What you
Certain
think?
There's certain things that you put in the married box that's not in the relationship box. Like we said, like most
Like carpentry?
here's Nico. Most of the long-term financial,
That shit was funny.
what's the word I'm looking for? Like ventures that you would take, I think goes in the married box. Like joint
Accounts?
ventures in terms of property, investments, joint bank accounts, all that type of stuff, married. You don't do that with a girl you've been with or a guy you've been with for 2 years, typically. Not gonna do that. I think other
What
people
about 10
also,
years?
Hold on. Think about also, I don't think anybody's really gonna convert religion unless they're married. I think that's something that a lot of people don't really look at either. Like if you dealing with, say, a Muslim man, are you willing to convert to be a Muslim?
But I think
and
you
y'all
got to
not
cross
married?
that bridge at the relationship
this-
point.
No, I think you have those discussions,
Yeah.
but people lie, people change, and you can't really commit to. You might commit to something today, and in 2 years down the line, be like, I don't want to do that no more.
Well, then you have to back
So-
out because you can't get married to a Muslim man without converting
Yeah, but
first.
then it's people that know that, but they won't leave until that they got to cross that bridge, because they'll probably sit there and be like, okay, well, it might not be nothing, so I'm not gonna leave until I know that it's a deal breaker for sure. You understand what I'm saying? So like, it's certain things like that. Like I think long-term commitments like that, you're not gonna do that in a regular relationship unless there's papers involved.
But now, what if these two individuals just don't want to get married?
Then that's a whole. Then we can't have that
Then
conversation.
that's
for
then
them.
that's hood marriage. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, like,
Yeah, there are those people that don't want
That
to get
just
married, and if
because
they
of
want
just that
to,
legal binding, they don't want that.
some people, but that's
You
fine.
want that security. You like, nigga, I want half.
Yep. It's not even about that because I'm not getting married to
If I
plan on getting
invest-
divorced.
No, yeah, but if I invest in you
But-
and this don't work, I'm taking half.
But we
Well,
should be
they
investing
say-
in each
they
other.
say the
It shouldn't be me
institution-
investing.
I don't
in
think, but you know, when people say that, I feel like that statement
Say
is
what?
kind of. I'm not getting married to get a divorce. You're not getting a girlfriend, boyfriend to break up either.
right. Things
It's the same
happen.
thing.
Granted, I get that.
Yeah.
What they say, the institution of marriage is the biggest scam in history, son.
It probably is. But
Imagine
it's
you got to split your air miles. You ain't fly to the shit.
Kids, let me. I want to hear what
I
you
feel
think about
that,
this,
though.
man.
Babe, you have about 40 grand. Okay. That's what you don't get. You said me. No, go ahead.
I feel like whatever is life altering is pretty much how you separate the box. Like making a decision like buying a house together, that's life altering. Like your life will forever change after you make that purchase. You know, even co-signing a car, like that person dips.
Bro, you stuck.
Never see them again. You stuck with that car. You making them payments still because your name is on that. So think whatever is life altering, whatever can change your life for good or at least for a long period of time, that's pretty much how you change that
Alright,
box.
so what about this?
Mm-hmm.
I consider this to be life altering, but I don't think that it would go in that box.
What was that?
Entrepreneurial venture.
As
If-
in
if
going to
you-
business together?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do that.
You wouldn't do that?
That's
Oh,
a good question.
In a
Look,
at
look.
all?
No.
The guy from
Unless I'm
what's his
really
name?
serious with that person,
I
that's
probably
that we
wouldn't
had
do
with-
that.
that's I
But
would
see,
not
you
do
said
Remember
that.
that
unless
good-
you're really serious. You could be serious, but you're still not married.
But look,
so
though.
would you do
Nah,
it?
I would have to be damn near married to say I'm gonna go into business with you.
What's that convo that we
That-
had with
Because
Right.
that
Jeff
you
Bezos,
would
Amazon
mess up your
dude.
relationship
the
like
Amazon
shit.
dude, right?
Yes, you would.
Your relationship
They
would-
was they
yo,
married before he did that? No,
So-
right? That was just his girlfriend, right?
Nah.
They was married
it?
already?
They was they was married.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
nah, going into business
So
together, bro.
let me ask you a question.
But it
Kids.
was
But
his
no,
business.
remember she was just a worker.
No, it was his business, but she was working at
Working
the company,
as-
but they were
yeah,
married already.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're talking about the
I'm
Jeff
talking
Bezos.
I'm talking about going into business with somebody
How much
that you're in
billion
a
she got?
relationship
That shit,
with.
nah.
How much she got again?
More than
this?
him.
I can't remember. Jeff Bezos, the Amazon, the CEO. I mean,
Oh,
the CEO of
those
Amazon.
people.
But Kes, let me ask you this question. Since we're on that topic, so Phresh did point out the whole basis about you not wanting to go business with your girlfriend.
Like it's
right?
okay.
But so I know I'm gonna give you a chance to clarify that.
Yeah.
But the point that I'm really trying to make is, do you feel that's even more of a risk of your relationship possibly going into shits compared to, let's say, you like a child?
Okay.
Right. Like, which one do you think is more of a, I guess, a risk or a danger to your status of your relationship?
That's not
a child.
I don't think you could really compare
I'm
that
confused
because
with
a
what
child
you're saying
could be
right now.
unplanned.
Well,
So
it
you
could be
can't-
planned or unplanned.
Yeah, but the possibility of it being unplanned is there. So I
No,
don't think
okay,
you
wait,
can
pause.
make a likely.
A child is a life.
Right.
Right.
Correct.
Business is paper. You cannot compare the two.
No.
But to your statement, life altering is life altering.
Right.
That's
No,
what I'm
no, no,
saying.
no, no. I'm
Some-
sorry. Life altering, yes, but a paper can be legally completely gone. Legally. A child is not going anywhere.
Well,
Talk
yeah,
to them
but-
for the kids.
That's two different things.
Yeah.
But it's life altering nonetheless.
Look-
I'm saying you can't put it in the same
You
box
can't
because
liquidate a child.
Yeah, like you can't just put
So-
that paper in a shredder. Like that's not
Right.
happening.
I mean technically you do liquidate children when you split.
I don't think you're qualified for this right now.
Law is law, bro.
Just-
What are you talking about? Law is law.
Yeah, but
Technically, you
it's-
do liquidate children on a split.
Because you're splitting the time.
You're splitting the time, your child support, all of that shit
Wait,
is liquidation,
whoa.
bro.
You do not. Only one person pays child support. You don't split
Yeah,
that.
but it's some. I didn't
She
say split.
split-
I said liquidate.
Okay, but you
Liquidate
don't-
doesn't mean split. Get the dictionary. Look who you sit next to.
Oh, so you telling I'm rubbing off?
He's rubbing off on you. Pause.
Wow, Phresh.
But
Disrespect.
a lot
I'm
of crazy
saying-
shit going on over here with y'all.
what I'm saying is,
And he gives it a horn.
You know why? Because Phresh came at him
Yeah, prick.
wicked.
nah, because all I'm saying is, yes, that is possible. But I'm saying you can't put that in the same box because a child can be unplanned. We're talking about conscious decisions to do something with another person. That's what we're talking about.
But
Conscious decision, I'm going to start a business.
But
on
what
that.
if it is-
Conscious decision, I'm going to buy
so,
this house.
but what
Conscious
if making a
decision,
child
I'm
was
co-signing.
conscious though? What if that was conscious?
We're not, but the possibility that it isn't is there, so we're not including that. What I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, what if it's hard for me to use cats because obviously,
Bro,
Kat has
you
a
have
baby.
if you
But what
have
I'm
a
trying
Well,
to
I was
say
gonna say
is
as far as
but what I'm trying to
well, I was
say
gonna say
is-
as far as
split that
business.
No, but what
and
I'm
not
trying to
see each
say
other
is
ever
what
again.
if
we
it's-
can't split that child and not see each other ever again.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, what if you're in a relationship and you are consciously thinking about with your partner, I want to have a baby. Like I'm saying, for y'all, is that off limits for y'all in a relationship? That's what
Not
I'm asking.
married.
Oh,
You mean
That's
like
up to
okay? I
y'all.
just want to have you as my girlfriend. I want to have a kid with you. That's what
Right,
you're saying?
that's why I shouldn't have never really asked you that because that's not your situation, obviously. But that's really what the point that I was trying to get to.
So then that's the question you should have asked originally.
Well, at first I wanted to know which one you thought like was more potential because he said the whole your relationship runs to the
Bro,
shit.
you
So
have
like,
a
I was just talking about
tendency to
business,
beat
though.
around the bush. Ask the direct
I like
question.
to paint a picture, bro.
one day.
I'm
picture of
Picasso, baby.
No,
A picture of what?
no.
Foolery?
What you just said you are?
Yeah.
Just ask the direct question that we avoid all the
Spell
fucking
Picasso,
banter.
nigga. Talking about you, Picasso.
Picasso, nigga. Picasso. Huh.
Damn,
Fuck
he
with
put
me.
emphasis on the
That's
nigga.
what's up.
All right, back to the business thing.
Yeah, go on.
And when you say going into business with somebody, like we're in business together, but we're fully vested into the business together. I don't mind putting some money up and saying, yo, I'll give you like I'll put in like 15, 20% and, support your dream and
So you
help
would
you push.
invest in her business.
Exactly. I would invest in somebody, but I wouldn't go into business with somebody that's just my girlfriend, like on, some regular shit.
So what would you say the difference is? Because if I put 20%, I
difference
want to
is-
recoup my 20%. What
the
happens
di-
if you don't?
The
You'll
difference
get it
is,
in the long run if you stay together.
yeah, but the difference is decision making.
If it's a big
The
if.
decision making
I wanna hear what you gotta say about
is a lot of why I say it could turn your relationship to shit. Because you end up having arguments and bringing arguments from business into your home or into your relationship, I should say. And that could cause even more friction that's kind of unnecessary sometimes.
Right, because finances is always.
Yeah.
I feel like the number one killer of relationship is
I agree.
Finance.
finances.
I agree.
So that's why I said any long-term financial commitment, I think, goes in the marriage box, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who's to say the shit won't go in the shits when you married?
It's possible, but
it's possible, but you at least feel a little better.
Even if you do,
So
what
you
Actor
down to
says,
do
you in a
whatever.
hood marriage. You can
I did not
do
say
it
that.
I'm
way.
asking you because
Lance isn't trying to do
Lance
anything.
likes to straddle the fence all the time.
Now, he just
likes
doesn't
to
give
play.
his opinion.
Lance barely likes
That's what
people.
I'm saying. He
Never.
plays both
He
sides.
really likes people.
He said, "God forbid."
God forbid I love
her."
somebody. Like that's what the fuck he said.
Why you say God forbid on
Yeah,
that?
why did you say that?
I don't know.
The truth came out.
No, it's not even the truth. I don't think he understands what he says most of the time.
What he
Like,
says.
yeah, like
I did.
Yeah,
I did understand.
you know what I meant.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
Caribbean.
guess I'll give my take on it.
Blow me.
But,
He
To
said,
the
"I
next
understand what
album,
he
but,
says."
Nah, he said I'm Caribbean.
I'm
What?
Caribbean. Low.
Low
You
me.
mean low?
Oh,
No,
Low.
low me,
It's spelled, but they
man.
say low, not low.
low
You
me.
Panamanian, not
that
Jamaican.
just sounds
Stop.
crazy. Lance, continue.
What's wrong
Blow
with you,
me.
son?
Lance, can you?
I wasn't
go?
even looking at it like that. You wow.
Yeah. For me, I guess I agree with the majority. There has to be some type of there has to be something you look forward to when you're in the relationship stage, when you're trying to be even more solid and become married, right? Believe it or not, I actually would, after years of being together, I would like to actually live with my girlfriend to see if we can actually be in a house together for a substantial amount. What was so funny?
When you say that, you know what I think of? That picture of the two old people. Like, yeah, I'm finally proposing to her.
On the bench.
Yeah.
I think I like her.
Because that was gonna be my question to you. Like you said, when do you think? Well, I don't think you could put a time frame on it, but you emphasizing years. So, at
Right.
what point do you want to get married to this person?
Because some people get married in a year, bro.
Right.
When you know, you know.
I'm not getting married.
You don't know that. You don't know
I'm
what's
not-
written for you.
I am not getting married.
You don't know what's written for you.
You say you're not getting married?
Not in a year.
Oh,
How you
It's
know
not
that?
happening.
You don't know that.
I'm
Meet
not-
someone and fall in love with
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You really
Weeks,
never
a
know
month.
that.
If
If that's the case, then that means you care about other people's validation too much.
no. This is all about This is all. Now you Chase. You don't know me. This is about
We don't
me.
know
You
you.
never know a person. That's why I'm saying you don't know what's written for you. You
Nah,
don't know if
I
you're gonna
can-
meet somebody and you're like, you know what? Nah, this is the one.
I can bet.
No, don't do that to yourself. You never know who you might meet.
You really don't, son.
Listen. Well,
You can meet that person.
All that
could
church
I
you
highly
went to
doubt
all
that.
them years and you ain't take nothing from it.
all that what?
All that church you went to all them years, you ain't retain nothing, bro.
What does me going to church have to do with
Never
me
know,
getting
son.
married?
The Holy Ghost works, son.
What's the Stoop breaker, Lance?
All right. Yeah. So, well, I didn't finish my. Let me. So, I would live with my girlfriend.
What?
Right.
You said you would live off your girlfriend?
With. You
Lit.
I
live
said
I
live
think he
with
said
my
live
girlfriend.
like lit.
I
This
thought that's
nigga's
what he said.
real.
I would live. I would
You
do
real
that.
one.
I wouldn't do the joint bank accounts. I wouldn't do that.
we know.
And I'm not.
Even if you're married?
Yeah, if we're married, it makes sense. It
No,
makes
he's
sense to
he's
do
saying girlfriend.
So
Yeah.
so when before you finish. So
Here's
at that
the
point,
difference
no,
gonna try to-
this is a good question though, because this matters, isn't it? It's different for everybody.
that. Yeah.
But at that point, say you get married, y'all got a joint account. Who controls that account?
Okay, so this is how that's
The
gonna
woman
work.
or you?
This is how this is gonna work.
Joe.
No, I'm being. I feel like this is the way that makes the most sense, right? You have your personal account. I have my personal account, right? Then we can have a brand new account for like house expenses, personal expenses, whatever bills. Like we could be joint on that, right? And then I don't care she can control that. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? But I have my personal account, right? She has hers.
Okay.
And then
I
we can
agree
do the
with
whole
that, but then-
beneficiaries thing.
But
And
then how do you then decide who contributes what to that account?
well, that's a whole nother topic at the end of the day. I mean, whatever works for us, that's how we'll.
I'm
So,
asking you.
Is this a way for
I
you
don't
to
know.
keep your funds to yourself?
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
Because you know
him
when
this.
you file taxes, it doesn't matter. It's all gonna come out.
Well,
This is so he can buy oxtail all the time.
Yeah, oxtail is expensive.
But to him, he's feeding the house. That comes out the house account.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yo, I want to go to the LeBron game. That's coming out the joint account.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I
because
mean, listen,
we like LeBron.
we're all talking hypothetically. I can't give you a specific,
All right, so
I can't give you a specific answer on that, bro. But
Yes, you
like
can.
that would be.
You just
I
don't
think would
know
be
how
the,
to.
No, it's because it's
He
circumstantial.
knows how
bro.
to. He's playing.
It's
defense.
circumstantial. I'm not
That
playing
nigga is
defense.
running across the border.
You crazy. We're gonna go with the Stoop Breaker because I don't know what's going on
Yeah,
here.
y'all gotta let us know what y'all think in the
Yeah,
comments.
that was
man.
actually a really, really, really good topic. Shout out to you for putting that up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, son.
But
Take
yeah,
her
To
arm
block
off.
you from
Knocked
my
out the
Instagram.
chick.
Take her arm off.
she good.
That's
Simone is-
a cooking hand, son.
Nah,
Cooking
you're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Unless she's,
She
wait, what's the
holds
word?
it- she whip it
Apodextrous?
with
Did I say it correctly?
No.
How you say it?
You said upper
You said
dexterous just now?
ambidextrous?
What's the correct word before I? How you say it?
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. Wait, hold on. Ambidextrous. I can't. Fuck it. I'm not gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it.
Go to
Anyways.
the Stoop Breaker.
Yeah. Let me go to the Stoop Breaker.
It's time for the Stoop Breaker.
Yeah. This is
Oh man.
one of my favorite times of the show.
shit.
So I'm pretty sure you know what the
Oh boy.
you know what the Stoop Breaker is, right? Do I have to explain to you how it works? Or?
Wait, who's doing it?
Well, I have a Stoop Breaker today as
I
well.
thought Fresh not doing the one from last week. Oh.
Damn, son. All right, go ahead.
Oh, you don't want me? You don't want me? Yeah, I know. Yeah, my Stoop Breaker last time was lit.
The fact that
Anyway,
don't
go
remember
ahead.
What it was means it was not lit.
Whatever.
I just know
Yeah,
he
so
wins.
I don't
you
remember
know
what
what
it
Stoop
was.
Breakers are, right? Like it's silly. Have you been watching the shows?
Yeah, some of them. But then I don't go home and watch TV. I literally am a boring person. I don't turn on my TV. I don't watch anything when I get in the house.
You just cook.
Yeah.
She just cooks.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm real
So
bored.
Simone has no idea what we're about to do.
Phone ring and he
Pretty
looked
much.
at me.
She looks very nervous right now. So Fresh,
No,
just
I'm not
give a
nervous.
little, one-on-one
I've
about the
watched quite
Stoop
a few
Breaker
episodes, but you know.
and what it is.
All right, so the Stoop Breaker, it can be a brain teaser or a riddle kind of thing, a stupid question, like does a straw
Yeah,
have
but-
two holes or one kind of thing, or it could just be, a debatable topic that we, debate in the short term,
So it's not in the talking points that I sent you.
like
So
a mini topic. Kind of.
It's literally nobody knows what I'm about to bring up except for
Yeah, only the person that's giving the Stoop Breaker that week knows what it is.
Right.
Yeah, good.
So y'all ready?
Mhm.
All right, let's start. So this is actually a very funny one. I actually got this from my guy Antonio. Shout out to him. See, I literally screenshot everything. I'm screenshot Poppy. So
All right,
I
all right. Just get to it.
Clearly.
I just
Seriously.
screenshot it and I just put it in the vault.
What was that?
The
The
iPhone
screenshot?
screenshot.
But you did after that. So what was the?
Doesn't it make that noise as well, or it just does the?
Oh my God, Lance.
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, so the Stoop Breaker for today is who deserves the last seat on a bus? And I'm gonna give you a list of four
What?
people. Yes. Listen, hear me out. I'm gonna give you a list of four people. Hold on. All right. So it's between.
The pregnant girl.
Hold on. Listen.
Come on, son.
Listen. It's interesting.
It's dumb.
A mother breastfeeding her child, a man on crutches with a cast on his leg, an elderly man. that's
It's
old.
actually elderly lady, but okay.
Yeah.
There's many different variations.
Okay.
Sorry, don't cut me off. A mother breastfeeding her child, a man on crutches with a cast on his leg, an elderly man on a cane, or
Pregnant.
a pregnant woman. Who y'all think deserves the last seat?
Pregnant lady, bro.
Simone, who deserves the last seat?
I think the pregnant lady.
Out of everybody I just said.
Yeah, the pregnant lady.
Keds, who deserves the last seat?
Yeah, I agree.
Chase, who deserves the last seat?
This is so dumb.
Yo,
Because my question to that is
Who get off the bus
how
first?
pregnant is this lady?
That's true too.
We can't get too.
She's 5-6
We
months.
can't get too technical with these, bro.
I mean, if she's pregnant, that you can see she's
It is
pregnant.
a stoop breaker.
She's
Though.
pretty
It's a brain
pregnant.
tease.
No, because
No, but
there's
you
pregnant
don't
with
get
the little
technical.
bump.
So
and there's
so
pregnant
the
with
girl who's
belly.
breastfeeding should stand up and breastfeed.
Right, that's
She
what I'm saying.
shouldn't be
How
on the
pregnant
bus
is shorty?
breastfeeding at all.
Which is we talked about that.
Yeah,
But what I'm gonna say is since we're gonna get technical about it, if you're breastfeeding, typically you're not breastfeeding just holding the baby out. You have I forget what they call the garment that
Yeah.
the baby sits in that covers you.
And then
You
she
don't
probably has
need
the,
to sit
you
down
know,
to do that.
Swaddler or whatever.
I wouldn't
the
do
case
that
is.
on the bus.
But
It's very unsanitary.
yeah, but there's people that do.
Yeah,
You know,
The
so it's
pregnant
like
lady get this. If I had the seat, I'm getting up and giving it to the pregnant lady.
that's what's up.
if she's
who's-
like
who you picking?
7 months, 8 months pregnant, then she got to take.
Who
that.
you picking?
She got to take
So
the seat.
if not,
If
then
she's
who?
only like 4 months with the small bump and shorty got to breastfeed her
We're
child,
not doing none of
Yeah.
that.
I'll
Who
probably
you
give her
giving the
that.
seat to? Based on what he said, forget about all the extras. Who get the seat, bro?
That's so fucked up. I hate your fucking stupid. The pregnant lady, bro.
All right, active.
I'm getting the seat. I'm staying in my damn seat. Fuck out of here.
You ain't shit, bro.
Cause I can't pick and choose about. I'll be mad if I see my grandmother standing up.
All right, so what?
And
I mean, yeah, I
I'm
made
not
the
giving them
statement.
up the seat. When I get up on my
But
stop,
this is
then
what
y'all.
this is what
decide.
man
I
said.
understand what
He
you said,
said
but-
who gets the last seat, not who would you give your seat to. So we both kind of, because I said if I had the seat, I would give it to.
Now,
so-and-so.
honestly, I've seen elderly women get up for pregnant women.
Me too.
100%.
Me too.
That's what's up.
And that's because
I said what
they
I
just
said.
respect what they're going through.
What you think, Josh?
Yeah.
Who get the seat, bro?
Listen, man, I work like 14 to 18 hours a day.
Josh taking a seat, boy. Fuck y'all.
I'm sitting down.
Facts.
There's been
hold on,
some
Josh.
days coming
Sorry.
home from work.
Right.
taking
If
the
you got a
train,
seat
I'm
already,
gonna get
though.
a note.
If you got a
Josh
seat
is my
already,
guy.
If I got a seat already,
and there's one seat left,
Who
and
you
just
think
watching,
should get the
who you
one
think should
seat
get
if they
that
all
last seat?
getting on at the same time?
I mean, I gotta give it to the elderly person. You wanna know why? Everybody ages. Everything else is a choice, right?
Yeah, and I like that.
That's a good
I like
point.
that answer.
Nice,
I like
that's
that
that's
answer
well
too.
said.
If I give it
Can't
to the
argue that.
elderly,
No,
and
how-
then the
how you know
elderly
the guy
feels
broke
like
his
giving
leg
it to
by
the pregnant
choice, though?
person, then that's on them.
How you know the guy broke his leg by choice?
But
Maybe
now
he
you wanna
fell
get
because
to-
he's old.
Come on, son.
He could have fell and broke his leg because he's old. He's
Now we-
So it's an
now-
old guy with a broken leg
Yes,
and an
it's a-
old guy?
Oh wait, no, you're right. Fuck.
Yeah, he messed it
He
up.
don't
That's all
even
right.
know what he be
True.
talking
That's
about.
what I'm
It's a
saying.
regular- yeah, it's a-
That's
yeah.
why I try to correct
It's a
him, but
regular,
it's
yeah.
all right.
All right, well,
Yeah.
All right, that's
I'll give the stupid.
yeah.
man.
Thank you. And then, wait. Now
Wait,
we
wait,
gotta-
no, we're gonna save that.
No,
'cause
no, no.
No, we're not.
We're gonna
No,
use
We're
it.
gonna.
I got plenty
no,
of
we're not.
stupid-
I
No, we're
chose-
not. Excuse me.
Hold on. Time. So the next
It's
topic.
time for the Stoop Breakup.
No. The next topic that we're gonna discuss is gonna take
Yo,
some.
Excuse me. All right.
You outvoted.
You're outvoted, and that stoop breaker took 3 minutes. Go ahead. Go ahead, Phresh.
Go ahead.
Yo, this is just a one and done kind of thing. But, you know what I'm saying? Everybody on the back side of it, pause, could give a more in-depth answer when we post it. So, Stu Breaker is, if you can go back to any era in history, what would that be and why?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord, I don't know.
I like that.
Okay.
And his stupid is better than mine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So
bro.
since
Y'all niggas
that
is
takes
so
some
biased.
time, like a little 20 seconds to think about, you can go first.
What
'cause you
era?
know-
Like you have to pick a year or the
Any era in history. It could be, you know, you could go to the old Babylon. You could go see fucking Hammurabi. You could be on Earth when they was building the Sphinx. You could be like wherever it is at any point in time in history. What would it be, and why would you choose that one?
That's a good. That's a good one. You have to give it to him, Lance.
So you know what? We could come back to this next episode. Give y'all some time to think
Not
about
episode. Well, you could say it in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we could.
put
We
it-
could.
put it-
All,
Yeah.
but if
I like that, but I got an answer. but
if I was
Yeah,
supposed to
that's a dope.
choose, I would want to see the Martin Luther era. If I was supposed to choose,
So you gonna
It's
go
a lot
back
of
to the
struggle.
60s.
yeah, I would. I
Out
would
of
want to witness
All of history. That's where you want to go.
you like the struggle.
Nah, I would want to be there for the.
No,
for
I
the-
feel you. That's beautiful. But I'm just saying, you like the struggle. You like the fight.
yeah.
Yeah, you like the fight. That's true.
He's from Flatbush.
Niggas is not much nigga. Actively hamming niggas up on
would
the
wanna-
gate, boy.
I would want to understand because it's one thing reading it and somebody telling you and then being there
Actually,
as-
physically witnessing.
yeah, like
I understand.
witness. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like how the like we watch NWA, the movie, but being there and like Dr. Dre and them who actually was doing it is way different from just seeing it in a movie. Cause you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So I'll probably pick like the Martin Luther, Malcolm X era.
So the civil rights era.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because he's so civil.
Simone, you got
Yo,
one?
he's tight. Yo, he's tight, you know.
What did y'all do,
I ain't
Lance?
tight.
Yo, you really, son, it's all right, son. The stoop breaker you had was it was cute.
It was meant to be quick. But go on.
I guess.
So Simone, you don't know what you.
No, I
Fresh. What about you? Since you brought this
Yeah,
up?
since you brought
Yeah, I mean, I have a few different
me too.
eras for different reasons, but for time intensive purposes on the episode, I'll just say that I would want to go back to the Motown era. I would want to see, for my love for music, I would want to see like the Jackson 5 come up, Michael Jackson coming to be his own, see Smokey Robinson.
Y'all close in time for it?
Yeah, like I would want to see
it's not
that, but I'm in a different. I'm focusing on a
Then
different.
that means he's gonna
kind of
see everything
history.
I'm
I
seeing.
understand you're focusing more on the music,
Right.
but still you're in a time frame where you're living. Y'all not that far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gonna see the same
Y'all
thing.
both struggling
That
together.
actually would have, yeah.
We see Muhammad
yeah,
Ali
same
too.
thing.
All that.
You know, that's one of them. But you know, my other, I have a few. Like I said, I would want to go
And
back.
the way he said, out of all things, that's where you wouldn't be.
No,
It's
I'm
the
just
same shit.
No, I'm making sure
But
you
he-
understood
but
the
his-
question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In terms
he was
of
just
like,
thinking more for-
I was saying in all history, not just like history of what.
That's producer mind thinking, people,
Yeah,
because that's what he's thinking about, and that's dope too.
Cats.
I got a lot.
What's your number one though?
I don't have a number one. I was trying to think about it while you was talking, but one of them is Harlem Renaissance. That's one.
I'm not surprised by that.
That's a
answer.
good one.
For a man like you.
I appreciate that.
For a man like
Chase, go on.
Yo, that shit is difficult, but yeah, there's a lot, but something that everybody can kind of relate to that I didn't get to experience because I'm younger than all of y'all is literally
All right, just relax
a
with that.
5-minute thing.
Okay.
The
You try to throw a shot on the low.
Biggs funeral procession.
Mm.
How you say-
I
that's
thought
how you
about
say
that
it?
just now
What?
too.
Procession. Is that how you
Biggs,
say that?
Yeah, Biggs when
Biggs
Biggs died,
funeral
that
procession.
whole
Just going through the style.
going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I see the videos all the time,
Mhm.
and I'm a type of person that likes energy. So
Yeah, it was a
when you
different
watch
type
them
of energy.
videos and you see that energy, just
In
to
the
like,
street.
It was a different type of
yeah,
energy.
it's kind of like when
Shit
we went
was
to the
sad,
Barclay
though.
and DMX came out. That energy in the Barclay just changed.
Yeah.
And
You felt that. That's kind of like when you hear Drake's new album. He be in the car, goosebumps, and you know what I'm saying?
Lance choices probably to go back to Degrassi.
When Jimmy got
see,
shot.
See Drake be born and some bullshit like
and
that.
you know, I was 11 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I went with my cousin.
Oh, so you know what's up.
All right, Active, what about you?
He went already,
He answered, bro.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Wait, what you said? Oh, yeah. He said Martin Luther King. Okay. All right.
Mm.
Oh,
What about
for me-
you?
For me, actually,
created.
anyways, for me, I would actually probably say the 90s.
What?
I would just
What in the 90s?
Are a,
That is
listen.
some typical fucking.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Yes, I experienced living in the 90s, but I felt like it was such a great experience. And I would love to. I felt like I didn't really appreciate.
You want to live in the 90s as an adult.
Yeah, I think that would be really, 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 really dope. The whole
Okay.
no social media era, even phones wasn't a big thing at that time. It was just people like I just feel like there was more of an emphasis on like social skills back then.
That's
So
why
I think that's the era
That's why you can't talk now.
That was more. Wow. The 90s was more of a.
Alright, we gotta
turn
move
point.
on, bro.
That was more of a turn point because you had a
You
little bit of
living up to
everything.
you're a dangerous man.
I'm sorry, but sorry. You know what? I take that back. I'm sorry, Lance. I'm sorry.
Oh god,
I really take that back. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But
Lance gonna swing on you one day.
when he said that, I'm like, living in the 90s, like, I thought about it. But wait, what year you was born? Like, you was born 88?
Nah.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna ask you online.
You're way older than me.
Wow.
I'm not way older than you. I'm probably like 4 years older than you, bro.
Mm.
I am. Now that I think about it.
Anyways, we're gonna get to.
You're
the
not
next
that
topic.
far. So you like grew up in that era though. You just didn't understand it, or you couldn't go
I was a
outside or
kid.
something like that.
I was a kid
Nah,
in that era.
I would love to see like
But we
that
made
Game of Thrones
we made-
time.
Medieval
all right,
time.
but
Medieval
look though,
times,
we
so.
made specific. Like you said, the
Pinpoints,
Motown,
yes,
whatever.
specific
He didn't make
pinpoints.
a. He just
No.
said the '90s.
Yeah, he's a typical Flatbush nigga.
East Flatbush.
Let us know what y'all think in the
Always
comments.
coming for Lance.
What
Poor
era would
Lance.
you
Yeah,
go
this is
back
nothing
to
new.
and why?
But you don't have
My
like a
shield is
specific
still
like
fairly
year
cool.
or like why that year or anything like that.
Just the 90s.
All right.
I had that because it was thought provoking. Clearly, you didn't put too much thought,
Thought
into it.
into it, but
but-
okay.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill yourself.
Anyways, before we move on to the final topic that we're gonna discuss today, shameless plug, Stoop Talk merch. Go cop that. It's available at ChristophChristian.com. Also, you go to the Instagram page, Christoph Christian. That's where you can get our Stoop Talk merch. Keds got on the Stoop Talk hat today.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? So go cop that. Support the show. If you like what you hear, production costs money. So, we'll take it. Yeah, so definitely go cop that. You know what I'm saying?
That was a terrible advertisement. That's making me want to spend money.
Yeah, facts. If y'all want to see this show keep going, then go cop these merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so ChristophChristian.com. Shout out to that's a one-off piece, but you can't get that at
One
Christian.
off?
One of
Off
one.
or one of one.
One of
Same
one.
shit. Same shit.
No.
Yeah. Damn. Simone, you too?
I tried to be on your side, but
Okay.
come on.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so go cop that. All right. So this final topic, over the summer, this was a very, very, very big story. I know pretty much most of you guys probably, you guys are aware of the Cyntoia Brown situation where, she was 16 and she got convicted for murder and robbery. And then, she pled guilty and, she was sentenced to about 51 years of jail time, right?
What did she do?
Hold on, I'm gonna explain it. So basically she murdered somebody. She was basically involved in sex trafficking, right? And basically a guy paid her to have sex, and she felt like she feared for her life during the encounter, and then she took her gun and she shot him, while he was laying down in the bed. But there's a lot of different factors into this story before you guys are gonna give your opinion on it. A lot of like facts that actually, happened within this case that I want to, put out there before you guys make a assumption about, what the
happened?
topic
Okay,
is.
yeah.
So, don't rush me. Don't rush me. Say you sorry. Oh my god. Okay, you're not gonna say you sorry. All right, watch after the episode. Anyways,
First of all, everybody knows Lance is not a gangster, so I don't even know why he said that. But anyway, continue.
That's a
All right.
knockout Ned, bro. Tell me.
Watch, like he gonna pull out a belt or some shit. Like I'm his kid. Watch after.
Lucky I ain't wearing I got a belt today. I got sweats. Lucky. Yeah, just because you're older than me, that don't mean. You know what? Let me. I digressed.
All right, Lance, let's
All right.
get to it.
All right, so so let me bring up a couple of facts, or several facts about this case before I bring up the question to y'all. So I'll take it from the very beginning. Cyntoia, her mom was actually diagnosed with not really her mom. Her mom drank alcohol, right? While she was pregnant with Cyntoia, which led Cyntoia to have what they call fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. Never heard of that before, but what that is pretty much
Okay.
what it does. What it does is pretty much gives you it's poor impulse control, right? And it's like a disconnect between thought and action. So she pretty much had a hard time, she did things reactionary without really thinking, right? This is a fact. Like she was diagnosed with this from birth, right? So I guess growing up, she was actually in and out of juvenile jail. She had a bunch of she had a juvenile record, I should say, right? She was a troubled youth. She was actually put up for adoption, and then she went to live with her grandmother, right, which was a stable environment. But she did decide to run away at the age of 16. So when she ran away, she stayed with a man named Garion McGlaughlin, right? AKA Cutthroat. She stayed with a nigga named Cutthroat. So that should go.
A guy named Cutthroat.
His nickname was Cutthroat, AKA.
Yeah, but you can't say a nigga. You just say a guy.
But anyways, so she stayed with him, and pretty much that's where the story goes, where he pretty much forced her into sex trafficking, right?
So that was her pimp.
Mm-hmm.
That was her pimp, pretty much. Now, for the record, some people, they believe that, she was compliant with the pimp. Like, she wasn't really so-called forced as she was saying. We're going to get into that. I'm just trying to read all the facts for you guys, right? So, during her experience with this guy, she was, threatened, beaten, raped by him on, multiple occasions. So she said. So, there's new guy now that came around, Johnny, which is the dude that she ended up killing, paid her for sex, right? And pretty much the Cutthroat dude told her, like, yo, listen, go make some money. I'll go with this guy, go make him have a good time. I just sent her. So they were living in, motels or whatnot. And then Johnny came, picked her up, met her, and then took her to the crib. And, he owned a bunch of guns in the crib. And I guess they must have just finished having sex or whatever. They was in the bed. And according to her, she said that, he was reaching for something, and then she got nervous. And then she just took her gun out her purse and pretty much put a bullet in his head, right? Now, the police said they found the Johnny dude in the bed, like, laying down. It looked like he was sleeping. That's what they said. According to, how the body positioned, the autopsy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Right? So, right after that, she actually took his car, right, and his belongings, took his guns, too, and his wallet, and fled the scene, right? So, obviously, she eventually ended up getting arrested because the police found her car. She left it abandoned, and they, did the fingerprint thing, and then, obviously, that's how she got caught, right? So, she actually got, she got charged with what she got charged with. They charged her with intent of murder, robbery, and they actually charged her for assault, too, right? Aggravated assault. They actually tried her as an adult, even though she was 16 at the time this happened, right? And she actually pleaded that she shot the Johnny dude in, self-defense, right? She, like I said, she felt like she was in danger at the time, right? And so, regardless of the story that she told the prosecutors, they believed that, her real motive of shooting the dude was robbery. Exactly. They believed that was the real motive. And they was like, we ain't hearing it. We gonna sentence you to 51 years. And then that's 51 years to life with, eligibility of parole when she turns 67.
Just for the listeners and the people that don't know the story, what state was this in?
Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, this is in Tennessee. So, while she was incarcerated,
Phresh.
Yeah, we're almost done with the little preview. While she was in jail, she was actually incarcerated. Well, while she was incarcerated, I should say, she actually ended up earning a degree. And according to a lot of reports, she was a model citizen, right? While she was in jail, she
model inmate.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that, model inmate, citizen, whatever.
It's not whatever. So what?
Well, they're still a citizen too, though, if they're in jail, right?
Technically,
you're an inmate. You are property of the state.
Property of the state when you're in jail.
Okay.
Technically.
Thank you for the correction.
Listen to Officer Ortiz over there.
Thank you for the correction, sir.
You're a dick.
I can't tell me. You don't look like Officer Ortiz.
All
right. I'm sorry, guys.
Let me finish up.
To get that.
So she went to jail, right? This was in 2004, I think this happened. So around 2011, there was a documentary that came out that pretty much, highlighted what she was going through, her case specifically, right? But it wasn't until a few years later where it actually started catching fire and, became viral. And then even as early as 2017, a lot of high high star celebrities started to share her story, repost the story. I think Rihanna put up a post. LeBron James, a bunch of celebrities. It was basically showing support.
Black?
She's like black and white or Spanish. I think she's black. Yeah, she's definitely black, but I think she's mixed.
Okay,
I believe she's mixed.
But showing support in what way? Like what?
Saying
like
that saying that she deserves justice. She doesn't deserve to be in jail for what she did.
Basically, she doesn't deserve a life.
It was self-defense.
She shouldn't have been tried as
right.
an
She
adult.
shouldn't have been tried as an adult. We're gonna get into what we agree with or not. Blah, blah, blah.
And when this happened in
2004, that's when she actually got convicted. Yeah. So what ended up happening was the Tennessee governor Bill Haslam, he actually commuted her sentence for time served. And then he was actually able to get her out this year in August, I believe. It was early August. He commuted her sentence and let her go free. And then that's pretty much that. She, has been, model citizen now that she's been out as well. Just doing. I think she has a book or a memoir coming out. She's been on, right. She's been on shows basically promoting injustice for but people of color, things of that nature, right? So based on all the facts that I pretty much laid out for you guys, and off of all the research that y'all did. Say what? Oh, after all the research that y'all did on y'all own, my question to y'all is, based on the facts that we know, did Cyntoia Brown deserve the time for the murder of Johnny Allen?
So she got convicted 2014. She got out this year.
She got 15 years time
Yeah.
served.
Yeah.
She ended up.
She did like 10
getting
years, I think. Oh, 15?
15 years. She did 15
She
years.
did 15 years.
She did 15 years. Now, and the reason why I brought this up, because there are some people that honestly felt like she should have been in jail, or still feel like she still belonged in jail. Because there's some people that actually feel like she was complicit all the way in all of this.
I mean,
So
I'll be honest with you. It sounds like
was
her
and it's crazy. I'll tell you this. I'll actually go first. When I read this story, I was like, man, I don't know. Like at first, I was like, yeah, I think this is all right. I'll say this. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one is a difficult one for me personally. At the end of the day, I feel like I'll say this. I feel like she should not have been tried as and they actually, I forgot to mention this. They actually changed the law in Tennessee that a minor cannot be charged with prostitution, which is big, because if that had that law been in place while she was in jail, well, before her crime happened, she'd have been good. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
But
it doesn't
she wasn't
matter.
charged with prostitution though.
Well, no, but she's a victim of prostitution.
She would have been
right.
Exactly. That's how they would have
She would
classified
have been
her.
exactly. She was a
Let me tell you
victim of
something.
prostitution.
Of sex
Y'all
trafficking.
go first.
Yeah, victim
so,
of sex
I mean,
trafficking.
victim of
not
sex
Right,
prostitution.
exactly correct. So I don't know. For me,
The only way I see her, doing this, like shooting the guy, if her pimp told her to do that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Nah, they said that she felt like her life was threatened.
Right. But
That's
Yeah,
what she told the prosecutor.
Yeah, but she could say that. But remember, she has a pimp. Like, she probably told him, he has guns.
remember what
and-
she did? She
But
dipped.
This
So
is
he
this
probably
is-
coached her.
This is.
I mean,
what-
I think anybody would have did.
yeah, you wouldn't stay there.
You gonna
But-
stay there?
No.
But all right, but she dipped and took stuff.
Right. She
So,
robbed
like
the
I said,
nigga.
Alright,
she probably
so
talked to
she
the pimp.
did. That's the part where it gets to me.
Let me paint the picture for you though. When you have, for one, the alcohol problem that she had diagnosed from birth plays a part in the
It does.
decision making on that.
It
But
does.
forget about that. People don't understand that when you have a quote unquote pimp, those dudes are like they brainwash
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, 100%.
So they make you feel like, yo, go out and get this money. You're gonna give it all to me, but I'm gonna take care of you. Kind of situation is not like
That's
you
what I'm
have
saying.
anything for yourself. So
The pimp should go to jail.
maybe at that time you could argue that she was looking for a way out, which is why she took stuff and ran, because she didn't run back to her pimp, did she?
I don't
Is
know.
that
But
in the
they
story?
said that
They don't
she went-
specify.
They said that
I
she
never saw
she
anything.
left to go meet a friend or something like that. Like she had a
Right.
friend
But
pick her up from the car.
Under
something like
those,
that. They
under
didn't
the
say it was a-
circumstances that's described and outlined in the story
That plays a
itself,
big part too.
being that young, being raped and drugged,
Right.
and all of this time and time and time, that's gonna emotionally damage you. They have certain laws that are in place for you to plead certain ways for a reason. Like you plead like murder with special circumstances, shit like that for a reason. And I feel like in this particular instance would be one of those reasons, but you shouldn't have been tried as an adult, especially under those circumstances.
That's the part I
agree.
definitely agree.
That's what
I feel like she shouldn't
we
have been
don't
tried
know
as an
the
adult
guy
regardless.
who she shot could have been the pimp's friend. Did they specify that?
They didn't specify that.
Right. These
They
are
just
all,
know that he
these
just
are
paid.
the other ways of thinking about the situation.
Yeah,
but
also to-
she still should have been in jail though.
Go on, sir.
What Malik said that she could when she took the stuff, she could have been taking it basically like with the pimps, she could have been taking it one either because he told her or two because
I
you
think
got
he
to
told
pay
her.
your pimp.
I think he
So
told her. That's
She
what I'm
she
saying.
killed him. She didn't get no money, so she had to take whatever she had to take. Because if this
She
pimp
took the
catch her, look,
guns.
I didn't get no money. She took money too.
Right.
She took the
So
guns.
she had something to leverage off so that he wouldn't hurt her.
The way I see it, it could be like I played it in my mind. When she did it, first thing she did was call her pimp. Like, yo, I don't know what he was doing. I was scared. I shot whatever. He has this and that in the house. And he's like, all right, so this is what you do. Take everything and leave. Take his car.
I mean, that
Everything.
could've been the
That's
situation.
possible,
That
but it's
sounds very
also possible that she was trying to get out from underneath him.
Yeah.
So she needed something to start over somewhere else, which is why she took what she took and ran.
Yeah,
Did they
to
ever disclose
You
how much
don't
money
know.
it was?
$172.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
With
Nothing.
shit.
She wasn't starting nowhere with that.
Yeah, but
with
that-
the
But
she
she
was-
was
she went
also
back to her pimp.
16 at the
She
time.
went back to her pimp.
Yeah.
Right.
She was also 16.
Did they say what happened to all the other stuff?
I mean, she took the guns. She took the belongings. She took the guns. She took
Bro,
the
she-
Homie
Homie said, yo,
how much
listen,
years she
go-
did? She
go
did
with
15.
son.
So all right.
That's
So
not her
if she
first
was
time
if she
doing
was
something,
charged as a juvenile, right?
Well, she has a juvenile record. I don't
But that's
know
what I'm
for
saying.
what.
She
But
was
it's
in
misdemeanors.
trouble
It's
first.
misdemeanors.
She was in
Misdemeanors.
trouble
how much?
scene.
Yeah, if she was charged as a juvenile minor,
I
whatever.
mean, like, how much time would she end up getting?
Yeah, how much time would she would have got?
I don't know, but
For
I
a
don't,
murder?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Under those circumstances,
know?
at
I
that
don't know.
age,
You
bro,
shaved
that's
your beard.
significant, son. Under those circumstances, at that age, is extremely
All right,
significant.
so let's look at the charges. We could look it up, like for what is it?
It's
For
murder and robbery,
and robbery.
aggravated robbery.
We could look that up. We could Google it, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
and
do
see
you
how much
Google?
years a minor would get for that.
For the state of Tennessee.
But in that
For the state of
yeah.
for the state of Tennessee.
So look it up.
You got the computer.
You got the computer too?
All right, mine stuff.
She
my
was
stuff is
arrested and
off.
charged with homicide, aggravated robbery, handgun possession, criminal
Shit.
impersonation. Let me see. Look it up on your computer.
Yeah, how much would a minor get? That's not charged as
I
adult?
think this wasn't her first time robbing somebody.
Of course, it
Chase,
wasn't.
tell me what you think, Chase, while I look for this.
You're not gonna hear me, so what's the point?
What you mean? I'm listening. Trust me.
Oh. Nah, I really do think that they set that up. I feel like, if that wasn't his man's, that was somebody he knew that might have been his competition. Son was like, yo, he got all the weapons, so let's
But
go
you
get
think they
it.
set it up to be murder?
She ain't had no choice.
How she was gonna take it?
How she was gonna
Well,
take all of that.
if you
But this is
look
this
at-
is what I'm saying. So if the setup wasn't murder, then what was the setup?
To rob son.
But based
So
on
how is
what
she
they
robbing
said-
him without shooting him?
Oh, you're asking me if I think that the setup was to actually kill him? Yeah, I do think so.
Mm.
Because she's 16 years old. She's not no big dude. She's by herself. She came with her own strap.
Well, prostitutes usually carry weapons.
But I mean,
Not
from,
always, son. Because now you telling me that's not just a regular prostitute though. She has a pimp. She's
That's a-
paying for
that's
her
a
own
fact.
protection. So why would me as a pimp that holds your money allow you to carry a weapon?
I think they said the
But-
pimp gave her the
as far as the setup being murder, I don't know, because from one of the things that I was reading, it said that
Or-
she was basically the money maker. Like
Or-
they were
or-
basically living off the money she was making.
right,
Yeah.
correct.
So
Which is
why
normally
would
how
he set it
goes.
up for her to kill somebody? That's your money maker's gone.
Well,
Like, you know what I mean?
maybe, or it could have been a situation where he was supposed to come to the crib and he didn't get there in time, and she
Talking
felt
about the pimp?
threatened. Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's a lot of reaching going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
it's not reaching.
It's
son.
It's
This
not
is
reaching.
what
It's
shit
bad. It's
that really
different
happened.
scenarios.
Nah,
Yeah.
but
Keds, what about
based
you?
on
Y'all see
what
money and
he
violence?
said, if they describe. I didn't read exactly how they described the crime scene, but if he was face down and looked like he was in a sleeping position, then it does not look like you were in any danger. Because if he's face down, basically you would have to shoot him in the back of the head.
I would have to see
Right.
what
That's
type
what they
of
said.
face.
That's how he got shot in the back.
That sounds premeditated based
Look,
on that, which is probably why she
I
got
would have to
convicted
see
on that piece of evidence.
I would have to see the picture because you could get shot and then fall on the bed. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And it could look like.
According to the
Blood
reports, they
splatter
said that
analysis
they
is going to
said
tell
right.
you where the body was at.
He got shot in the back of his head.
He got shot in the back of his head. They said that he literally was. It looked like he was sleeping.
He got shot.
And then
literally.
you have blood analysts that
All right.
analyze the blood splatter.
All right.
bro. You're
So
gonna
she
know.
said that he felt like he was reaching for something.
Right. Correct.
So
Yeah. That's what she said.
So he couldn't have
Nah.
been doing one of these.
She said that she felt like he could have been possibly reaching for a gun, and then she got nervous, and then that's when she took out her gun.
possibly. All right. So now they had to check to see if it was a gun under there or whatever. Then she could have.
But she took everything. So
Yeah,
you
but
wouldn't know.
then she would have said he was reaching for a gun, and the gun that he was reaching for, I took it. She didn't say that.
Maybe possible. But again,
Think about it.
all of these factors, I feel like she got convicted off of that alone for the simple fact that blood splatter is going to tell you. Bullet trajectory, entry and exit wounds is going to tell you what the situation was. So if he's face down in a position that's not threatening and the bullet entry and exit wounds are a certain way and the blood splatter on the wall a certain way, it's going to tell you how he was killed.
How much years of a minor would get?
No, I couldn't. Yeah, I was still
I'm
trying
not
to
seeing
find,
anything either. But basically, for the difference between the juvenile being tried as a juvenile and being tried as an adult, they juveniles, they don't go to like grand jury and stuff like that, and they'll get a lesser sentence, and they'll also get. It'll be quick for them to go on parole or go back into the society.
Yeah, that was another thing that I read.
Opposed to-
As far as her
yeah.
parole, it was like 50 years or
She
something
had
like
to
that.
serve
67. She had to
67,
serve
okay.
51 years before she was eligible
For parole.
One
yeah.
of the things that they
All
were
right,
saying
that's
also
OD.
with the case is that when the cops questioned her, they basically twisted her words in a sense where
And I could
they
believe that.
picked, they questioned
But
her.
apparently they
Thing.
said that
He's a minor.
they said that she didn't at first.
They
she
did
didn't
it to
even
the
admit-
Central
because
Park
originally she
guys.
lied and said she was 19.
Yeah, they said she lied about her age, and then they said that she didn't even.
But that's where the criminal
speak about-
impersonation comes from.
She did right. She didn't even speak
Exactly.
about the whole.
She was scared.
Police. I said police trafficking, the sex trafficking business. Like she even bring that up initially, saying that it was a pay for sex situation. She
was protecting her pimp. He deserves to go to jail.
Right.
I was
I don't
gonna
even know
ask what
he's-
happened
I don't
to
even.
him.
He's Professor X, if you ask me.
Doesn't even say what.
Wow.
happened.
Mind
100%.
control.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves to go to jail because the person who plans actually gets more years than the person who actually did it. Because if I planned something and make y'all do it, then they find out that I planned it, I'm going to get more years
Yeah.
than y'all.
Behind it,
You
yeah.
get the conspiracy charge. That's what the difference would be.
So
That's what you would be charged with, the conspiracy to commit murder. You basically, if you look up Charles Manson,
Mhm.
you'll read about that.
I was actually watching a movie this morning about a girl who got raped, and the guy planned it. They was in a bar, and all the guys. It was only one guy who was just like disgusted. Everybody was cheering it on. Is raping this girl, whatever. And
what movie was that?
I forgot the name, man. I like classic movies. It's like a movie from the 90s. I like movies like that. I watch movies like that. But when I find out, I'm gonna tell you, so you can watch it. It's a good movie.
Phresh, I want to go back to you real quick. So, because you didn't really, I know you which side of the fence you're on this. I think you're in agreement with me in terms of she didn't deserve to be tried as an adult. Period. I'm with you 100%.
So. I don't think she should have got off scot free.
Nah,
I think serving the
she
15.
need five more
I
years.
think
So you think she
paid your
did
due.
deserve to do
I think-
that 15 years?
I think
You think so?
I think you good now.
She
I don't
still-
think you
she
should have
still
did
clapped
50.
him.
I don't think you should have did 50.
She clapped.
But
him.
I think the 15, because when you really think about it, they're giving you
She
25
murdered
to
him.
life for murder on a normal,
So,
normal circumstance, and then you'll probably get out in 15, 20 anyway with good behavior.
So, all
it
right,
works out. It
so-
balances. if
So
you
to
ask
piggyback off of what you said about being that she did go through she had that disorder from her mom because she was drinking, meaning she had
Mhm.
pork impulse control. the fact that she was, basically beaten.
You know what? She
and
probably.
I agree.
It is emotionally. She was misled.
broken
She was
down.
a troubled child.
She was emotionally broken down, right? And despite her going through all of that, you still feel like she should have gotten the 15 years.
I didn't say that. I said I feel like that's fine now at this point because you're out. I don't agree that you should have got sentenced to what you got sentenced to. However, let me clarify what I'm saying.
Right.
Simply because of the alcohol disorder and all of that, and being the emotional trauma and stuff like that. That's the initial action that's being affected at that point. After the fact, you running, you lying to the police, then you not saying what the story is now. What
she could have been lying to the police though, because that could still be because of
she was protecting her pimp at that time.
It could have possible.
Listen to what I'm saying though. If you didn't bring up this whole pimp story from the gate,
she could have been scared, bro.
The assumption now is gonna be that this was just a defense. It's not true.
Yeah, but she was scared, bro.
You flip flopping. You chill.
I didn't flip flop.
Now you trying to advocate now. A minute ago was she planned it. If it's easy for me. Now
no,
you talking about she was scared.
I said the pimp planned it. That's what I said.
But you was agreeing with Chase and saying that it was planned.
I said the pimp.
Yeah, I didn't say she planned it.
I didn't say she planned
it. Y'all are saying they planned.
Yeah,
that was the original.
No, Chase, you definitely said they.
I just said they, bro. Yes, they planned it.
Regardless, what I'm saying is all of those play a factor, I feel like, in the initial action. But everything after the fact, you got to be held responsible for the aftermath of what you did. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think she should have been tried as an adult and sentenced that much. But you definitely shouldn't be
that
walking
much
off
as in the 60 years you're talking about, not the 15.
But
okay.
I don't think you should have just been like, okay, well, you got this, this issue with your impulse control and you was being sex trafficked, so you good. Just go home. Definitely not.
Keds, what you think?
I don't know. I agree she should have faced some form of punishment. I don't know as far as the years. I don't really agree with her being a juvenile. That's another issue. So definitely I don't agree with the amount of years, but she should have faced some type of punishment. That I agree with.
Chase, obviously.
At the very least, mandatory, some kind of rehabilitation.
She needs a lot of therapy. She needs rehab now.
And all of that kind of stuff, because...
Well, I'm still confused of how she ended up getting married. That's another thing. She ended up getting married, like literally soon. You ain't know? She's married to the dude from Pretty Ricky.
She's married. No, she's not. She's married to Pam from Total, her ex-husband.
Okay. Nah, they said that the dude is
not in Pretty Ricky. Do you see him? What Pretty Ricky?
Jay Long or something like that? That's
his name is some. I think
Jay
Tony
Long.
or something. Jay Long. Oh.
Yeah, that's
he's in Pretty Ricky. I don't know.
He was in Pretty. I did my research on this. He's from Pretty Ricky.
Who is this person? Because I don't remember no member having that name.
His name is Jay Long.
I mean, I didn't know their names. The group was Pretty
like that. His name.
You knew the dude.
You say you like that?
Oh, no, he's a rapper. Let's see.
You knew.
You see, unofficial Pretty Ricky member.
The baby. Unofficial.
Jamie
he was never
Long.
part of.
Nigga was Pretty Ricky groupie.
Unofficial member.
See? Remember Pam from Total? She's now married to.
Yeah, what I just said.
But that's what she just said.
Okay, we ain't got no
She's
time.
now married to unofficial Pretty Ricky member.
Bro, forget about it. So
he was
unofficial. Don't mean shit.
I don't know what that means though.
He might have tried out, went to audition, he never made it.
Nigga was in the back of the limo.
Never heard that name before.
Right.
He was a solo artist on Blue Stars roster, but also another. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess he was supposed to be with. Yeah, I don't know.
You just said solo member of Blue Star roster. How does that mean you was an unofficial member?
But they say he was. I'm reading more. They saying that he was.
It sounds like he was one of their artists.
You just said unofficial. It's done. Bro.
I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So she ended up getting married like literally as soon as she got out of jail. Like I'm talking about like.
So what it was pen pals or something?
Honestly, I don't know about. Were they? Was that how that happened?
I don't. If you listen to, she had an interview on the Breakfast Club, and they were talking about basically. So he was in the studio, trying to record or whatever. He had like a block, and he went into this room, and apparently he has a TV that he never turns off, and for like 3 days, she's been popping up on it. And he's very spiritual, I guess, like everything relates back to God or whatever. And he said something just told. I guess he watched the Hour documentary, and he eventually wrote her. after that, and I guess he ended the letter. In the letter, he was basically stating that you're gonna come home soon, and he hashtag free Cyntoia Brown or whatever, 2017, and a couple other things they said. He said whatever, and she said a lot of people wrote her, and she never really. The lawyers were telling her don't write back because anything can be held against you and all these things, and she said something about his letter. She decided like she's gonna write back, so they started writing from that point. But eventually he went to go see her once, and everything was smooth. And when he went back to go see her, they had like a whole stop, and he couldn't see her for 2 years. But he stayed strong. He rode out the bid with her. He has some home health aid business or whatever he does, and he got his money. She said he's been taking care of her for the longest. People think she got money from this book. Is she really? The people think they know her story, and they don't. So they have like a whole spiritual connection going on over there.
And on top of that, too, another side note about that particular situation. Before we wrap up, J Long's son. He has a 10-year-old son, and she actually is not allowed to be anywhere near the son. His baby mom got a court order regarding that, saying that the J Long dude can't even, only can see, has vegetation rights. Like, he can't even take the son out the state or things of that nature. So I just wanted to, like, kind of like, she said that the reason for the mom was, she was saying that, this lady was, convicted of, the crime, and she feels unsafe
to do that.
Right, she don't feel safe.
Protecting your child.
Right. So, I mean, some people saying, oh, she's just better.
Nah, under these circumstances, that's fine. You can't argue with that.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You think she's better?
No, I didn't say that.
No, I'm asking.
No, I don't.
You think she's doing the right thing?
I probably would do the same thing, honestly.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Before we wrap up, I just want to get your final take about that situation. Do you think that she deserved the 15 years that she did?
I feel like she should have been tried as a juvenile. I feel like this justice system is ridiculously whack. They do whatever they want. Granted, she lied and said she was 19, but when you found out she was 16, there was no parental supervision, anything like that, and that should have been taken into consideration. How she was tried, she definitely should have did time. I feel like, yeah, she had this, what was it, a disease or whatever, disorder. Control problem. But I feel like she was very conscious of what she did. And whether she did it out of fear or she was trying to get away or whatever it is, I feel like she knew what she was doing. And I understand why you probably like, nah, I'm going to get out the situation. She might, if she ran back to her pimp, then that was just stupid. But if she ran away from the full situation, yeah, she deserved some time. Not 51 years. Hell no. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
So you think?
And also, the first 2 years that she was locked up, they had her in solitary confinement. So she was locked in by herself for 2 years because she was still a minor. So they didn't put her into population. So you knew she was a juvenile. Why didn't you try her as a juvenile?
She left and went with a friend, right? Did they say anything about investigating that friend?
I didn't say anything.
Because then she only told them that she had $100 and something.
Yeah, that's what she got from him. 100.
That's what she says. That's what she says, and that's what's on file. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, it's probably more, bro. Honestly.
So you think
He's
she was
not hearing it?
Yeah. So you think she was complicit all the way?
Yeah,
like,
I do.
I don't blame you for feeling that way.
Don't get me wrong. I understand that she has circumstances that are just not normal, and that could. I feel like people tend to use those type of circumstances to benefit their situation. She knew she's been hoeing for how long?
Yo, Chase.
I don't want to feel like
I don't want to
she's
say
been
it's hoeing. My bad.
You were
involved. Yes, you were involved in sex trafficking. Got it.
See, but then she also said, listen, she said she didn't realize that she was involved in sex trafficking until she was in her 20s. She said people kept telling her that this is her situation. She just felt like she was with this older man and he partnering with him. Yeah, she was his partner. She was in love with him or whatever the case is.
And that's the game.
And yes,
and I get it that she didn't know.
Brainwashed her.
Right, and I get that she didn't know. That's
she was
fine.
young and impressionable.
Yeah, and he also coached her on how to do those things. So he also coached her on,
He
you about
deserves
to
some
rob
jail
this
time.
dude.
Yeah,
And you're gonna
wonder
do
what happened
this,
with him, honestly.
and we're gonna do that.
Really?
Oh my God, I just killed this nigga. Da, 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 da. All right, yo, come over here, bring everything over here. Yo, take this $100 and something, hold that down so that you can make calls in jail because they're gonna lock you up. But this is all you got. You don't got nothing else. And now you're doing a 51-year bid.
And then the cops also tricked her into saying, they were saying, basically when they were questioning her, they was like, this is going to be the difference between you getting 19 years and 99 years.
Facts. This
And
is
shit like
down
that.
south,
So like
son.
they were really playing with her. She's young and she's just trying to get out. Like,
Right.
so she's saying what she thinks that she
Right.
should say that's going to let her go for self-defense or whatever. But they use those words against her.
Right. Because
So-
what Simone said was,
I could really see
yo,
that happening though.
she knew what she was doing. You knew you were in fear. So you knew to pull your gun out and you knew to shoot this man. So you knew what you was doing.
Yeah, I think the part for me that, to wrap up, I think the part for me that is just like, is just a very gray area. The fact that she took all the guns and left.
That was for her
Like,
pimp.
what are you doing with the guns? You know what I'm saying?
That was for her pimp, guy.
Facts.
Yeah, that's the part that really just makes me
And if
think,
that
like,
man has that many guns, he had way more than $192.
I mean, at the end of the day, you could say she was brainwashed. I mean, like I said, I don't want to, downgrade the situation, make it seem like that's not a, something that's serious, like, or something that's real, right? Like, she was, like I said, she was beaten according to this, and the guy was putting her through it, emotional trauma and everything. But I mean, I don't know, man.
Those are all the recipes for being a prostitute. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations. For those that's, watching, listening, let us know what y'all think. We're gonna definitely put this up on social media platforms. So this was a very interesting topic, nonetheless, man. I don't know. I'm like Keds on this one. I feel how I feel, but not with certainty, honestly. So, yeah. But anyways, this was good. Simone, Chef Simi, thank you for coming on the show.
Of course.
You were great.
Anytime.
Yeah, we had a
Next
good.
time I'll bring you guys some food.
Yeah, next time. Well, don't worry, we got the lunch that we can get some food. Right. But anyways, we're gonna wrap up. Tell the world what your social media handles are, and how they can find you, and how could they order a meal prep or all those things. So go ahead.
Follow me at Chef Simi, ChefSimmi on Instagram, and I got Facebook too. But that's it.
The website?
Oh, www.chefsimi.com.
Yeah.
I need to update that, but it's pretty updated right now.
Yeah, it looks good. I was just on it the other day. So.
It's gonna make you hungry.
Yeah.
Then you gonna call me.
Yeah,
So
I like
go
I was
on
saying.
there
I ain't
too.
gonna lie, I'm stuck on the jerk tacos. Like I want to
it
try
was
that.
good.
I want to try a couple of things you said.
Like what I told kids earlier, like with you specifically, your presentation is like very. I can tell your kid's friend because he's.
I mean,
big on
food passes your eyes first. If something doesn't look good, you're not gonna want to eat
Right.
it.
Yeah. So you kind of. I think
same
you've
thing,
mastered
son.
that part. Like your
you.
presentation is very
I
well
try.
put together.
Eyes and the nose is first, bro.
Yeah. Facts.
If it don't look or smell right, I'm not touching it. Son. Period.
Oh shit! All right, Phresh, go ahead. What's your Instagram handle? Tell the people.
It was Fifth at Fresh with a
man.
PH, no F, BCE at the end. You heard?
Keds,
Yo, K3DZ, follow me.
Chase,
King Chase 718.
active.
DJ Active _ Prime Star.
So he's gonna be difficult today, huh?
How's that
Wants-
difficult?
wants
That's
to
my
pro-
name.
Wants to promote 2 Instagrams,
Yeah,
bro.
whatever. All right, my name is Lance BCE. You can find me on Instagram, Lance BCE. And to wrap up, guys, if you want to, collab with us, if you want us to talk about a certain topic, if you want to, send us some clothes or whatever, contact us at inquiries@stooptalkpodcast.com. All right, inquiries@stooptalkpodcast.com. Also, you can follow and listen to this podcast on Spotify, Google Play. We're on YouTube as well. We're on Facebook. We're on every social media. Stoop Talk Podcast. All right. So subscribe, like, comment, reshare, like, all that stuff is gonna help us out a lot. Definitely tune in, and we will see y'all next week. Stoop Talk is out. Peace.
Yeah.
Peace out.